I'm live. I'm live. That lit up. That was weird. Hi, it's me in a green fucking house. Man, that looks green. I didn't realize how green that was going to look on screen. And also, I don't know. I'm a little weirded out about where I'm at. My space is very strange right now because I'm. Who's here? Danny Valerial is here. Valerial. Venereal. Danny Venereal. Danny VD's in the house. Danny VD is here. Danny STI is here. Good to see him. STI, STD, STI, UTI. LMNOP. Jill is here. Jill Muir. Hey, how you doing there, kiddo? Good to see you. Is that Jillius Binius? How's that pin? How's your ankle? I hope you're doing fine. If that's you, Jill, perhaps it's another Jill, whoever. Sal Marinelli is here with an echo. Louis Vacuna is here with a yo. The Sand Dollar is showing up with a hello, Mike. Matt Henshaw is here with a good evening, Mike. And Jill, it is you. I hope your ankle is feeling much better. Folks, let's all wish Jill happiness, because there's nothing worse than being injured in the summer. Now, I will ask you this, because she hurt her ankle. She broke it, not hurt. You broke. Hurt your ankle, who cares? You're a pussy. Break your ankle, fuck that. Sit down, let people bring you ice cream and wish you good things. Paulie de Hombre is here. That's good to see him. Canadian random person. It's from Mike and Tanya. Mike and Tanya have shown up. They took a very glamorous shot of themselves in Canada yesterday, where Mike was wearing shorts and Tanya was dressed like she's going to the Canadian fucking Oscars. I don't know how that worked. Mike looked like he was going on a clam digging expedition, and Tanya looked like she was going to walk a red carpet. And the child looked very confused about both of them. Jason Kaufman is here. It. Are you trying to say who's it? I'm it? Wait, hold on. See, all right. So again, this is a green space. First of all, can you hear me? Okay. I will tell you, new desk, new area. Because normally I was, oops, that's right, Jason Kaufman, oops. We've got 12 people visiting. We've got 4 likes. Again, still not 13 people. Someone else has shown up. Perhaps the likes will go up, perhaps they won't. And I'm not clicking for likes. I'm not begging you to like me. I don't want to be that guy. I'm already this guy. So the last thing you need to do is have me begging to you via stream, although I told you I was going to be doing a stream, and here we are now as I'm talking to you and not breathing, because that's the way I do things. Liana Dixon has shown up. She says, yay. I'm happy she's here. You sound good. We can hear you good. Danny has done a sound check for all of you. Thank you all for leaping to help me out. Motherfuckers, it looks like Danny's the only one who cared. I feel weird. Again, I feel like a thing. Like I feel like I'm not sounding good or talking properly. Hold on. I could turn off my speaker. I had a Bluetooth speaker playing, and I don't want that to run out of juice. I have no. See, no, this is the thing too, where everybody shows up, and then I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to live stream." And then what is there to talk about? Well, I have no idea exactly. I will tell you this again: new space, very weird for me. So I'm at a desk that's it's a new desk, and the laptop is on a fucking shoebox, so it could get my whole giant fucking cranium in here. Miss Renee says, "Hey, Mike, how you doing there, Miss Renee?" Thank you, Jill. I think the green does look amazing, doesn't it? Here, let's do this. We'll go this way. It's green on this wall and then this wall. And all right, I apologize for my apartment. It's much better than it was, but maybe you can kind of see if I go like this. See the blue over there? There's my bookcase that I put together. And there's a couch and some chairs and some boxes. Don't look at the boxes. They're in progress of getting done. But I also have the kitchen light. And so this is where I plan on streaming all the time. It's from this little headquarters. And it gets me out of my bedroom. You don't want to see me streaming in my bedroom. You know why? Because I got to make my fucking bed. Nobody wants to make their bed. And I got to change the sheets today. Dude, it's Monday. Monday's a sheet changing day. But I was out already. I went to the gym. Here, let's go and check that out if you want to see that right there. Who's that? Who's looking at that like an idiot? All right, here we go. And Jill loves the green. Absolutely. Sal, are you going to get a tour? Well, I'd have to pick you up and walk you around. I don't know if that's, well, fuck yeah. What the hell? I mean, we can, but my bedroom, again, I got to change the sheets, but it's fine. We can go in there. Matt Henshaw, for some reason, has given $5. He says the sound is great. The background color is excellent. I agree with you. Green looks good on your donation. That's fantastic. Liana, has Gio set me up with some green screen software yet? He has not. Well, dude, we're still trying to get the Twitch channel up and running. That poor kid, Jaden, he was on board, but I think he finally went away to school. And there's a woman who writes me on my email, and I can't fucking pull it her name. She's been super cool, and she's had a lot of cool things to say about what I should do with Twitch. And of course, guess what I've done? Not written her back. Not once. I think she's written me twice. That seems close. Ooh, that looks sweaty. I better mop my brow there. All right, that's Jill. Danny, Gio is here, and he says he has given me the green. Gio, you did give me the green screen software? All right, Leanna, talk it out with Gio, because he knows better than I do exactly what I have. Let's see. Louis says, I do have guns for when I Uber drive. All right, here's the deal. Let's talk about this. We got 21 people here. We got 10. Oh my God, we are 2 people away from a rush. No, we left somebody. They failed. God damn it. We were 2 people away from a goddamn rush. We had 21 watching and 10 likes. 2 quick likes. We could have had a rush. And then the priests from the temples of Syrinx show up, and then it's a fucking party. All right, I got to check in because you talk so quickly. Why doesn't Mex join these things, Sal? Because he lives in fucking Chicago. I mean, he was on the first one that we ever did, which is a warm-up. That was not really planned. Charles Hudspeth kicks in $10. Good to have Charles here. You're so nice to me, Charles. And Matthew, you guys are friendly and nice. And I love when you guys do that sort of thing. And that's gold. Look at that. That's gold. Is gold better than green? I don't know. Are green and gold better than nothing? Probably. Let's see. Gio. Mike has a badass webcam, too. He's using the laptop one. I do have a badass webcam. Dude, all right, if we do go on the tour like Sal asked, I'll show you all the shit that I got in a fucking stack. So yeah, Mex doesn't join because he's in Chicago. And if he does join, he'll come in and he'll be like, "Ha, Mike, you stink," and then he'll leave. And so he might do that eventually. Who knows? He's a busy man. And what do if you want to see him live on the camera, it's a different thing. If I'm in Chicago, we do it that way. But if you want to see him in the fucking chat room, I mean, what's he? It's just going to be him typing. It doesn't bring any of the Mex misanthropic personality, you guys. Let's see. It comes with my Stream Deck software. All right, I must have Stream Deck software. I bought a bunch of shit that Gio told me to buy, and it's over in a fucking stack. You missed the last stream. Did we ever get confirmation it was Jaden? You know what, Liana? It's funny. I thought I mentioned this on the podcast. It absolutely was Jaden. It was the kid I drove on the Uber, and I chased him away because I was like, I'm old, man, so I am deathly afraid of getting catfished. Like, I just know if somebody comes on the web and they're just like, "Hey, man, it's me, Pamela Anderson," and I'm like, "You're not fucking Pamela Anderson," and they're like, "I am," and they tell me 15 times, and then finally the 16th time, I'm like, maybe it is fucking Pamela Anderson. Nope, jerk, not Pamela Anderson. My name's Steve. And that happens more often than not, as you know, with the internet. So we got 27 people. 27 people have joined us. They all knew. I wonder if any new people. Has anybody joined us from Adam Carolla, who listened to me this morning on the best of? I don't know if they have. Let's see. Liana missed the last stream. Gio says, Matt and Charles are heroes. Sal says, I know that. I meant watch you join the channel. He has jumped in periodically. Like when it was Facebook Live, it was different, Sal, because then Mex would get a fucking alert and he would just show up. And why do I keep looking away? That's a tell of a lie. That's weird. That's like a lie tell. Like if someone does this all the time when they're talking to you and they look the other way, that's always a lie tell. Or if they look away, or if they breathe. I think breathing is a lie tell. So perhaps I'm doing all those things right now. Liana, so it was Jaden. He wrote me, and I wrote him, and I'm like, dude, I wrote him one last time, and I go, look, I'll just reach out to you one last time. But somebody came in the YouTube chat, and they said it was you. I'm just seeing if it was you, and if you are around, if you still want to help. He wrote me back. He's like, dude, that absolutely was me. I thought it was fucking hilarious. He goes, I totally get it that you don't want to be fooled because it's YouTube, because I think it's funny that your listeners would prank you like that and try to fool you. And I'm like, Jaden, no, not after 11 years. I want everybody to be nice and just do things the way they're supposed to be done. Don't fucking fool the talent. Nobody should fool the talent, God damn it. But then Jaden said he was on board with coming over to help out and helping me set up streaming and Twitch. And then, he fell off. And I don't blame him. The kid's got a real fucking life. I stopped myself from saying something terrible there. I'm glad I didn't. All right. Charles Hudspeth, better known as Chuck. Oh, Charles wants to be called Chuck. All right, Chuck. I know you're Chuck. It is hilarious, right? Yeah, because, I thought it was Gio. I thought it was somebody burning me. Yeah, Gio, or there's other pranksters. There's other imps out there, internet imps. Out there trying to, they frolic into a YouTube chat. And they're like, haha, I fooled Mike because he's a dork. And then they tell everybody, and then everybody goes, who's Mike? Nobody gets impressed when you fool me. I'm a fucking dope. I'm an oaf. I'm an internet oaf. I am your internet chum, but also an internet oaf. Liana, no, you did not scare him off. I think it was me. I was literally kept going, no, you're joking. Look at Manny Garcia comes in for fool the talent with a couple of bucks. Hey, you know what? If you're going to throw a couple of bucks into the kitty, you can fool the talent all you want. Let's go shell game. Let's go 3, spin them around, boom, find the marble. There's $2 just for fooling the old talent. You didn't scare him off. Jill, yeah, never play poker, right? I like playing poker, but it's always those stupid games. Like somebody grabbed the banana, you know what I mean? What's the game? King Little. We play these, nobody plays 5-card stud at the game I play. My buddy Chip has 2 poker games. One is the stupid game we play with Asta Canasta and fucking red, white, and blue cross guts, or whatever the fuck, all those dumb games. Because we're eating Taco Bell and laughing at our fucking stupidity. But he has another night, I think I told the story on the show. He has another night where he has an actual fucking 4-table poker tournament because Chip has played in the World Series of Poker. So I came over to play that night one time, and it was just a bunch of these are all comedians. It's a bunch of normal people, actors, improv people, whatever the fuck, commercial people he knows. And they were all serious. Fuck serious, man. I mean, it's poker in a garage. I don't give a fuck. And I understand there was like a $400 pot at stake or something like that. So everybody's grim and everybody's, because I stuck in on some hand. Let's see, never play poker. Hey, it's Dave Zawacki, who's been laid off since May, but now is back at work. Sam, I still have your Penn State Nittany Lions notepad here. I went to great lengths to write every notepad you sent me. Sam, that's how I do things. That's how I handle it. You know what I just did yesterday? Lou, the racist bartender next door, whose door is probably open and might have heard me say that, I'm cleaning out my house. So I had a fucking stack of pads like this, Pittsburgh Steeler pads, old like Disney stationery from Karen. I mean, a bunch of fucking bullshit nobody needs. But in my head, I'm like, oh, you never know. You never know when you need scratch paper. Nobody needs scratch paper. It's 2018. Unless I'm starting a fucking, if the mob has banged out my business and we're starting the fire with Ray Liotta and fucking Joe Pesci, that's when I need scratch paper to hang in fucking candle wax and then set the whole fucking thing ablaze. But nobody needs that much scratch paper. I'm not fucking kidding. It was this big of a stack. So then I told Siegel and Pat, I'm like, look, dudes, I can't just throw this away. They're like, why not? I go, because I wanted to donate it to a school. But then that looked fucking weird, like weird fake neighborhood pedophile who comes in, hey kids, want some scratch paper? Duh, somebody pulled on their pants. I mean, it's just fucking stupid, right? So I couldn't gin up the courage to go to a school with a stack of scratch paper. We got 31 people, we got 14 likes. That's about half the ratio, and I don't blame you. Honestly, there's 17 of you. Oh my God, 2 people bailed immediately. There were 31 people, and 2 people fucking took right off. You know, is it because of the green? Like, do people just pop in here? Oh, 30, we got somebody who joined us. Well, good, thank you for coming in. Do people just pop in and then you see it's me talking and not juggling and they get fucking pissed off and they split? That could be the case. All right, let's go over here. Drew, no, dude, Drew Bennett apologizes for being late. Let me tell you about Drew Bennett. Drew Bennett is an Instagram influencer. He's a tastemaker. He's a guy who, like, he'll get all of the potato chip flavors from Lay's, but then the thing is he's got to eat all of them and write a book report on them, which is fucking amazing. Good for him. But at the same time, you know, you make the money, whatever the fuck you make, and that's cool. But it's exhausting. His life, like, it's Drew and his kids will go to, like, Hershey, Pennsylvania to the chocolate park. And then he's got to go on every ride. But then after the ride, he has to write a detailed fucking review in Spanish and English about how the ride was because they're paying for his vacation and he feels beholden to the company. And I don't blame him. That's a good gig if you can get it. But at the same fucking time, man, that's exhausting. I tried that shit when I went to Japan. Remember when I went to Japan and I planned on doing a goddamn, who's in? Drew Bennett, kicking in $5 because he just heard me describe him. He's, you know what, and actually it's green for Drew Bennett because he ate all of the avocado out of our salad when I ate with him in Boston. We went to dinner. I will never forget it. I talked about it on stage. He will never forget it. We went to dinner together, and that cat ate all of the avocado in like a salad in a dish. And I mean, dude, you can't eat all the avocado. Granted, I'm from California. He's from Boston, and I can get all the fucking avocados I want out here. They're falling off trees and all that other bullshit. All right, remind me. You got to remind me. I got to finish the poker story, and then there was something else I just started fucking talking about. All right, Giovanna, juggling, phase 4 of Make Mike Successful. Oh, sure. Gio has decided that I'm his pet project. I'm his hobby. Remember when Eric started to produce this show and his wife Karen would come home and she'd be like, is your hobby coming over today? Is your hobby coming over today? Gio has decided to make me his hobby because he doesn't have a wife to chase me out of the goddamn house. Louis says it's great. He loves the format. Thank you, Louis. Matt says, sounds like a new Patreon level. Get Mike scratch pads. Well, you know what? That's what we were talking about, scratch pads. I was giving those away. So it just seemed like the thing. So I asked Lou, yeah, that can be the level right under the carpet squares. Oh, Liana, that was a failure on your part. The Patreon level of carpet squares, that was not a winner for anybody. He should be doing the weather in front of the green. I should, David. You know, as a matter of fact, right now there's a breeze because of the ceiling fan. I said, look at that. Look at the move I do there with tipping I'm a cameraman, for fuck's sake. I'm a weatherman and a cameraman. Liana, yes, absolutely. There's David. He's here. See, I told you he'd show up, Sal, eventually. Drew, I will never forget that. I laugh my ass off every time I hear that episode. Jill says, Mex. Gio says, did you hear the guy who removed Mike's carpet died? He aspirated Mike's collective weight loss since 1997. Dude, I got a video of me trying to vacuum the floor. That is a fucking tragedy. I mean, it is a crazy mess. I mean, the silt, there wasn't even dust on my floor. It was silt. It was like the bottom of a lake when they fucking pulled just a dry lake bed. And it looked like, you know what it looked like? They busted open a sarcophagus and just the dust of thousands of Roman soldiers' bones were under the carpet. And I tried to vacuum them up, and fucking destroyed the whole thing. It was terrible. What a mess. I got a video. I'll show you that. Let's see. Gio says, do you hear? Drew says, welcome, Max. Gio says, joke's on you, Mike. I didn't have it. Let's see. Gio says, I don't have a controlling wife. That's true. You do not. There you go. Danny's talking to Max. Well, you guys talk to Max. You know what? I'm going to take off. When you guys are done chatting with him, I'll come back and we'll talk. Get this all squared away. Matt, the tip. Gio says he'll never have a wife. David says pants. And then that's it. We got 28 people and 19 likes. I think we're done. Let's close it out. No, I can't close it out yet. I want to. There's things I haven't finished. Again, like I said, I couldn't bust into a school and go, hey, kids, I'm here's scratch pads and I'm a weirdo who wants your addresses. That just seemed fucking strange. So I was just going to throw them out. They sat in a fucking box in my living room. And then Lou just happened to walk by and I go, hey, dude, do you use like scratch paper for your business or anything? Because Lou's old. Lou has not stepped into the 21st century at all. He's like me. He's just fucking bananas. And he goes, what do you mean? And I said, dude, I got a bunch of like scratch paper pads that I'm just going to throw away. And he goes, oh my God, I could always use scratch paper. Just that phrase has never come out of anybody's mouth in 30 years. But Lou was right there. He's like, yeah, man, I could totally use some scratch paper. So I gave him the whole fucking, and here's what I fear though. I will tell you this. I didn't look through all of the scratch pads. So like, I don't know if there's a stray set list or just some like diary entry. Like, and I know I didn't do that. I know like in here that I didn't fucking do that. But at the same time, it's just weird enough that I gave shit away and somebody has it now. And so I figure he's just like, and even he's going to go meticulously through all the pads of paper and hope to see I left some secret message in there. That's never going to fucking happen. But in my brain, it makes me think he's in there. He's just like combing through looking for some recipe or some bullshit that I possibly left in there. And there's a good chance I left that in there. Who knows, man? I've got recipes stashed all over the joint. Fuck, when I went to Kuwait, I left fucking like $600 in a book with my passport, and then I fucking left the building. Did I ever tell that story on the show? I think I did. All right, let's see. Sam says you had to Google. You did have to Google scratch paper, and scratch paper said "see old." Literally, it's just the dictionary definition of old came up. We got 29 people. We got 20 likes. Matt's laughing at that. Lou, look at Ken. Hey, Kenny Fairhall's here. He's off duty. He's not off shooting people in Toronto because he's a cop. So there was something. It was the scratch paper and Jaden, and there was something else I was going to finish. Wasn't there something else? I don't know. I don't even know what it was. But my house is coming along. The apartment is coming along. I'm trying to figure out. And also Rebirth. Let's talk about that for a little bit because that's kind of like the square on here. So here we are. I don't know however long we are into this, and I haven't even mentioned the fucking thing. I went to the gym today. I got there for the first time in a couple of weeks. I hadn't been to the gym because trainer John has been busy. I should do that, as a matter of fact, Max. Wasn't sure that was an American thing or an old thing. What, scratch paper, Sam? I'm not sure. Sam, where are you from? That's an American thing. Are you from? Sorry. Drew B is here. Hello, Mr. Schmidt. Well, hello, Drew B. Droob. Perhaps that's Drew Bizansky. I don't know if that is. I'm not sure. Look at me. I try to piece together from other social media clues exactly who might hear in the chat room, 29 and 21. The fuck was I saying? Something important, right? It had to be something great. I got thrown off by thinking about putting on a motion capture suit and doing a goddamn like spacewalk. What if we did that? What if we get Kubrick over here? Kubrick got a kid? Let's go ahead and film a new moon landing in my goddamn apartment. Why not? We got it all fucking squared away. It does have a Max Headroom vibe now because it used to look like, because before I had to turn around and there was shit behind me. Now it's just this fucking screen. Bizansky? All right, good. I had it right. That's fine. Welcome to Mike Pronounces Names on a YouTube stream for fucking idiots. Oh, hold on. Madden shooting the YouTuber. No, it's funny. That was almost what I was going to say about Jaden. I said that Jaden, I wrote him a note, and then he couldn't help me with the Twitch thing because he went to a Madden gaming thing in Jacksonville yesterday. And then I stopped myself because I said, that's a terrible thing. I can't say something like that. I'm torn, man. Here's the deal. I'm torn because I used to make fun of shit all the time. Like I told you, I made fun of Sean Penn's house burned down one time, and I made fun of it. I don't know if it was on the podcast or on stage. And then in my head, I go, why are you making fun of Sean Penn whose house burned down? That just seems fucked. I mean, he's still a guy. Granted, he might be a dickbag or whatever the fuck you think of him. I don't know. He's good in milk. He's good at Spicoli. But at the same time, why would you make fun of somebody else's tragedy? It's like John McCain. Because again, look, here's the deal, man. With social media, everybody fucking leaps to the keyboard. Literally, they have to type out what they thought about McCain, what somebody else should think about McCain, what all of you should be feeling about John McCain. And you know what I think about John McCain? I don't. I think he died. I think it's sad for his family. But we're not going to name schools after this motherfucking guy. We're not going to put up statues. I had to read that today. Someone's like, all Confederate schools should be renamed John McCain, and all Confederate statues should be replaced with statues of John McCain. And I'm like, this fucking guy. Ask the people from the Keating Five how they felt about John McCain. Literally, he stole all of their money. Or not. I don't know if he got any of it or he gave it away. I'm not pretending to know a whole lot about the Keating Five. I prefer the Jackson Five, who also, by the way, worked with John McCain to steal money from old people in the fucking 90s. Did you know that? That's how it worked. Don King got John McClane in touch with with the Jackson Five, who then called Don McLean, which was really crazy. And then all of this happened a long, long time ago. God damn it! I tell you, an American Pie. It is a long Polish name there. Drew Bizansky. They had to pay an extra income tax. Oh, on your side. You keep saying this side. I don't know what that means. All right, so yeah, everybody's leaving. Dave went to get a popsicle. Casey's leaving with him. So again, I can close it out. It's totally fine. I'm just talking in circles at this point. Hold on, let's get some water. Let's get some water. Let's take a breath. Let's fucking settle down here because this isn't like the podcast where I think I've got to fill everything. Right now, I can just sit here and stare at the fucking camera and look at you guys. Die Hard with the Eagles. Let's see. Max, do you have an orange? Oh, okay. David's getting pops. Everybody's going, Max, that's cool. Oh, Danny stuck around. Well, good. That's cool. If everybody else wants to, again, like I said, if you want to bail, dude, I get it. This is literally nothing. It's just absolute talking in fucking circles. And I will talk you out of coming here every single fucking time. I thought it was a good idea sometimes. And then in my head, I just go, nah, it's not a fucking good idea. It's pretty fucking shitty, actually. And I get in my own brain and I tell myself, nobody wants to fucking hear you talk. And nobody wants to hear you do that kind of shit. And nobody wants to watch me death spiral here in a live stream. So I fucking won't. All right. Jill is here. Charles, when is the family reunion? Oh, dude. All right. We'll talk about that in a second. All the statues. Let's see. David's not going anywhere. Gio, Mike I look like I'm going to fight somebody. I'm not going to fight anybody. Don Henley. Oh, Caldwell, you showed up? When did you show up? Oh, right there. Die Hard with the Eagles. Oh, okay. Don Henley instead of Don McClane. You thought of American Pie. John McClane. I got it. All right. John McCain. Did I call McCain? I think I might have. Go to the coast, have a few laughs, light a lighter. All right. Bobby Ellis. I'm just going to randomly shout out things from movies. Oh, terrific, Matt. You took me into the kitchen while you got your popsicle. That's fantastic. I appreciate it. It's 0220. Using your voice to keep from going to sleep. See, that's different from most people. A lot of people will listen to me as a white noise machine and go ahead and drift off while I'm talking because I exhaust them. I'll talk in so many goddamn circles like a goddamn hamster wheel, and everybody's like, see, and they fucking drop out. When I was in San Francisco at Fearful Jesuits compound, you know what I did? Because he didn't have a fucking, I think I talked about this on the air. If I did, I apologize. I'm an old man who repeats himself because I forget I have a weekly show and I tell you people all the fucking stuff all the goddamn time. Anyway, I went on YouTube and I found a fucking 8-hour recording of a train riding in the rain. And then while the guy named John McClane played Train in Vain by The Clash. It was a weird beta experiment, but it put me right to sleep. Train in the Rain while Train in Vain played by John McClane. Let's see. Now Drew wants a popsicle. Everybody's back with their popsicles. Fantastic. I'm glad that you've all arrived. Somebody asked me something just before that, and I was answering it, and I forgot what it was. I was talking Rebirth. I was talking about not making fun of people who die and shit like that. I don't understand it. But also at the same time, you're all right. Well, because I'll tell you, the first thought I had when I heard about the Madden thing, I heard it and I want you first because your instinct as a comic is to go right to Twitter with this shit now, and you shouldn't. You should just keep some distance and have some respect. But I heard about the Madden shooting, and I almost went to the fucking Twitter and just typed, "Oh no, there's a man down." Which you'd have to be very old to remember because in old Madden, an ambulance would come through and when a guy would get hurt, you'd hear a cracking noise and Pat Summerall would say, "Oh no, there's a man down." So I thought maybe at the tournament, when after the shooting, that if someone would have played, "Oh no, there's a man down," it would have been hilarious. Unfortunately, 3 people died and 14 were injured, and hundreds more have terror now injected into their lives for the rest of their lives as they try to sleep. They hear gunshots and watch their friends True Boy and Spasmo or whoever the fuck else got shot die. And so there's no reason to make fun of them. I can't do that. Now, for 32 people on a YouTube stream, I will share, "Oh no, there's a man down," because why not? All right, let's see. Popsicle Talk is just dominating the chart room, so there's no point in going there anymore. Let's see. Jason is eating as well. And then was Eric Roberts on the train? He was not, Ken. He should have been, right? You know who else? You know who was on the train? Not for long, though. Mama. That's tons to write the fuck off. I think it was Spasmo. I know it was True Boy. That's the sad part. I got that correct. But it might have been Spasmo. I don't know. And this was the weird. I tell you what, I just read about the Madden thing today. The kid who died, like there was a white kid, kind of a beefy dude who died. He's got like a wife and kid. And he's like a professional esports dude. He made 80 grand playing Madden last year, and he winds up eating a fucking lead salad because one dude lost. I mean, that's just fucking terrible. What a fucking lost boy world we have. Jesus Christ. All these fucking dudes. That 24-year-old idiot loses a Madden and pulls out a gun. And what happened? Listen, again, I'm an old man. What happened to the good old-fashioned throw the controller across the room? Whatever happened to that move, right? Just go ahead and pitch your controller across the room and storm out and call your brother a faggot. That's all you got to do. That works perfectly with Madden. But no, instead, you got to pull out a gun. You shoot fucking 18 people and yourself. Fuck that, man. Just today's kids, they don't know how to get angry. They go too far, man. It's a show for everybody. See, you throw the controller, everybody looks at you like you're a weirdo. You fucking shout some expletives and you walk out the goddamn door. But in real life, you pull out a gun, you start blasting away, and then the chicken shit move of killing yourself. The fuck? Why are you? Just kill yourself. especially because you just got humiliated at Madden in front of an arena. I mean, I guess I understand that because I went to Evo in Japan. Oh, I was going to talk about Japan, about how exhausting it is to be a tastemaker. Not that I'm a fucking tastemaker, but I did talk about how I was going to go to Japan. Let's see. That woman terrifies me. Yeah, she's creepy looking, right? There's Ann Ramsey. Whatever happened to the stew look? Chuck, the stew look is it? Am I supposed to try to do it all the time? That's the stew look, Chuck. That's right there for you. Controllers do cost more than the game now, huh? That's right. Let's see. I'm going to show this. Geo, you know what's funny to me is Geo even censored the word and put a bunch of asterisks and it got bleeped out. Like, I mean, it still had me approve the thing. Done everything you shouldn't do. We wanted to sound you're very nice, and I apologize to make you the arbiter of my ego and to pull me up from my bootstraps. The controllers are very expensive. I'm going to find out as I start twitching and doing whatever the fuck I'm supposed to do. I got a pile of stuff over there with like video games. I found all my old video games. All this shit I'm going to bring out. I mean, I eventually, once I get this desk and everything else spread out, I still, Danny Valerio, hold on. You know what I'm going to do right now? You're going to laugh your balls off, dude. Because again, my house is in a fucking tornado mode, right? Where I'm just all sorts of shit. So I'm going to do this. I'll unplug this. Hold on. We're going to unplug the plug really quick. Stick with me, everybody. I'm still here. Sal, you're very nice again, like I said. And Drew, how old are the games? NES, PlayStation, Xbox, and then there's a frog. Hold tight. Dude, I just ejected that. I must eject my Mr. Blonde Ultimate. Eject Mr. Blonde Ultimate. Sorry, I'm trying to eject Mr. Blonde Ultimate because otherwise, it's like this is where my, oh good, it was ejected. All right, this is 8 billion fucking songs. Like this is my backup. This is the whole deal. So now I got to do this. So let's go take a walk. Why not? Let's do this. It's over here. Mr. Blonde's still on the wall, and there's my green house. And here's, oh, look, all right, so I did this. I did bookshelves with all my DVDs. I did a bunch of DVDs. There's a recycling over there. Let's go over here. And then, you can see my bookcase over here. This is weird. See, look, dude, I feel all professional because I did a bookcase. Yes, that's me. I was in a softball game, and I made a rage face through a cage. And yes, the only picture I put up is of myself. That's right. All right, there we go. There's a bunch of books. A lot of you guys sent me some of these books, which is cool. All right, see, so here's the blue. You see the blue there. But here, we'll go over here. Now, so what did you ask me, dude? Where is it? I just fucking had it. God damn it. Dude, not kidding. they're like literally right there because everything's been cleaned out. So, but here's all the video game stuff. Oh, look, this is what Pat did. Pat came over and he mounted my fucking television. By the way, I'm doing this show like with open windows and doors, which seems kind of bananas. But look here. All right, so here, take a look at this. This is Gio had me buy this. I don't know what it is. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Nintendo Genghis Khan. I don't know if it works, but I can't throw it away. This is the GoPro that Chuck Hudspeth sent me that I've never used. But then this, here's this. Xbox 360. NES. And then like a million Maddens. More Maddens. I might just be the Madden guy on fucking Twitch, except for Triple Play 99. NCAA Football 07. Dude, half these fucking things are still in the cellophane. So there you go. So I mean, so that's my little video game corner with all the stuff, and then I have other stuff that I'll have to drag out. Oh, and dude, Ciespo, by the way, all the videotapes are still here because I can't throw them away. I'm a weirdo. Hold on, we're going here. Yeah, by the way, and also our friend Jamie claimed the Star Wars videos. She wrote me and she's like, oh, hold on. Let's plug you back in. Sitting back. All right, now we're back in the greenhouse. Let's see. I'm scrolling back to see what everybody wrote me, so we'll see what everybody says. So there's Gumby and Pokey. Danny, you saw those? Sal, thanks. Let's see. Jill got her snacks ready before I started. I keep those snacks on deck. Seriously, I'm going to be, who knows, perhaps I'll talk all night long. I'll talk as long as the snacks run out, Jill. You got to keep giving us snack updates, and then that'll all come in there. Let's see. I might play Excite Bike, Michael. I have no idea if I can find it. Sam says Unleash the Bees. Madsen does a voiceover for the game Dishonored. Dude, you know, fucking Paulie, Madsen also has a hot sauce, which I don't know, man. Like all these dudes I loved as kids, like Michael Madsen and Michael Anthony, from anybody named Michael. Every Michael has a fucking hot sauce. So Michael Anthony has Mad Anthony hot sauce. Michael Madsen has American Badass hot sauce. I just, it seems like the last bastion of a celebrity. It's like a celebrity sitting around counting his fucking money, and he's like, you know what I got to do? I got to stick my dick in some hot peppers and sell it to everybody because they'll fucking buy it immediately. It seems ridiculous. That's my goal. I want to be a celebrity big enough to just go ahead and jam my cock into a pile of ghost peppers and sell it to people as fucking hot sauce. All right. So Gio says Xbox 360. He's going to play Saints Row. He wrote the radio bits. Yes, I did. Let's see. NES Classic is here. I did keep those. I also have a Sega. I also have a fucking Sega Genesis. I never got the second one or whatever, Super or whatever the fuck. I'll be getting a Super NES too as well. Let's see. Joseph said, this is great. Thank you, Joseph. You're the best. Louis says, sweet. How did I do the cord holder under the TV? You know what? It's not a boring question. Liana, please ask anything you want. But you're worried about boring questions? I literally just walked around in my apartment and showed you books. What the fuck was that? I didn't do that. I'm not kidding you when I tell you that Pat Francis and his nephew have adopted me, and they come here and they do all this shit. I mean, I don't know if you saw over there, where I had the video games. There's a pile of cords and power strips and shit. They go, don't worry about it. We'll come here and we'll put your house together. So they came here. They hung the TV. I just bought the bracket. They said, order this bracket off Amazon. I did. They came here. They hung the television on the wall, and then they hid the cords behind that plastic thing, which Pat painted to match the wall before he even put it up. He's fucking insane. He's just, I cannot stress enough. I'm old. I'm 51, and I have friends. I got friends back home. I got friends here, and everybody's grown up and they've got their lives. I talk about it on the show a lot. People have kids, they have wives, they have other things that they do, girlfriends, whatever the fuck. Pat Francis has a wife and 2 kids, and he would if I called him right now, he'd come over here to help me with anything I needed. It's astonishing to me because other friends, dude, try getting a ride at the fucking airport or anything. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about like other people I know. I mean, it's funny because you guys know me through the show. And you always step up and are willing to do things, are always very nice to me and reach out. But I mean, the guys that I know, if I ever throw it out there, I'm like, hey, man, can I get a ride to the airport? It's just like, no, I can't. My hair hurts. I can't. I have anything to do. I mean, it's just, I don't want to say disillusioning because, I mean, you know what? Everybody's got a fucking life and everybody makes their own stuff happen. But it does kind of make you go, damn, really? I mean, you don't want to have lunch and then maybe drop me off at the airport? It seems strange. But I mean, all right, you're busy, I suppose. Everybody in the world is busy. Ground floor apartment, don't want my place is not upstairs, Michael, because I would be stomping around like a fucking Yeti and people would be pissed off downstairs. I've always been ground floor tucked away in here. And that's one of the reasons why I went with the blue and the green, because it can be kind of dark in here because the sun doesn't really, I mean, it comes in, but not really. And so the walls were white, but I didn't want it to be like dark, so dark with warm. But I thought the blue would be kind of a cooling. I know here, oh man, am I half a fucking lady right now. But I honestly said I wanted green for my bedroom because it's my favorite color. And I wanted blue for everything else because I thought it would be like a cooling, kind of a calming presence. I know that sounds ridiculous. But then Gio was talking about possibly making the office wall behind me green. And then I talked to Pat and he's like, dude, just go with the office green and then the rest blue and then your bedroom green. Because my bedroom is this color. We didn't go in there because right now my bedroom's done, but the bed is not made. I mean, you can tell if you want to go look at an unmade bed, tell me. But if not, I mean, literally the bedroom is just painted green. It looks fine. It's beautiful. I mean, the carpet is beautiful. It's nice. And the bedroom, I got a desk in there now. You can see where I do the podcast if you want. And if you want to walk in there, tell me. If not, I'm not going to bother you with it. All right. Oh, Gio, let's see that bedroom Playboy is literally at the top of my chat thing, my chat queue. Do we have another light source? Where? No, we have this light source here, and then there's 2 more light sources in the living room, but those aren't going to help over here where I'm streaming. Oh my! Sam, you remember Waiter with a Bad Disposition? You are my fucking hero. You are absolutely the greatest guy in the goddamn world. No, not whatever it was. It was Waiter with a Bad Disposition. It was 6 dudes. One guy shot at the basket. One guy rebounded, handed to the waiter. The waiter came over and he had to get drinks for everybody. And he'd hand the ball to the other guy. And then the one guy threw a ball at a guy and we said, that waiter's got a bad disposition. And a goddamn game was born. That's what you do when you're fucking 20. I do have amazing friends, Paul. Yeah, absolutely. There's no, I'm teasing, but it's just like, but when you reach out to them and you tell them to do things and then they don't, you feel like a dickbag. You know what I mean? It's more about me than it is about them. Everybody has their life. And I don't want to bother anybody. I didn't want to bother you here on a live stream, for fuck's sake, where I'm like, I got to schedule it 4 days. I'm doing this one because there's more coming. I want to do it at least twice a week. I want to start playing Twitch every day once it's set up. The reason I'm doing this is because Gio last week, he's like, hey, man, you're going to be in the Best of Adam Carolla. You should capitalize on that by doing a live stream that night. Now, I don't know if this capitalizes on a fucking thing. In my brain, I'm always like, nobody wants to see me do a fucking live stream. I know it's weird, Sam. You were very nice and everybody's very nice. Especially with the podcast coming out in 3 days, but but I've been trying to figure out how to do this more often. Like in my head, I'm like, should I do a Chicago Bears show? Should I do an NFL show? But then it always just seems derivative of the things that everybody's doing. Should I just do story time with Mike where I come out and I tell an old story from the podcast, but you can actually see me tell the goddamn story? I don't know, but dudes, this shit goes through my hamster wheel of a fucking brain. All the bees are running around stinging me in there when I'm out there driving fucking strangers. And because I mean, the last 2 weeks, dudes, I drove like a psychopath. It was insane. Let's see. You should create an Amazon wish list of video games. You get money, they get money. You get money, we care. Everyone cares. Matt, you're nice. Once I get everything set up to the point where it's working and I play some of the games I already have and it becomes a viable thing, that might be a possibility. Right now, the last fucking thing I'm going to do is ask people to give me games that just going to sit in the cellophane. I'm going to do it again. Look, fucking at least 10 of those games are still in the cellophane because here's what happened. I would play games with my brothers, and I would play games with like when Andy was here and stuff like that, or Lenny. And then, that all fell apart. And my other friends didn't play any football video games. So I bought shit just to own it, but then I never even fucking opened it because I'd be playing by myself. It was fucking, it's so terrible. This became the loneliest drifting tumbleweed of a chat you've ever heard in your fucking life. And then nobody played games with me. Sad. All right. Everyone smash that like button. Some douche. Oh, somebody thumbs down me? All right. Well, I don't blame him. Dude, it doesn't. If people thumb down me, then that's fine. I mean, it's literally just me talking, giving me a tour of my apartment. I mean, because that's the Adam Carolla people who are showing up here. I'm sure it's got to be, although, fuck no. It could have been somebody who likes the show but hates the live stream. I don't give a, the internet's a democracy, man. You fucking hate me, go ahead and tell everybody. What nothing I can do about it. Let's see. You can make Mike do stuff. Hot the dollar, the right-hand corner. Be careful, it becomes addictive. I just got $5.69, it looks like, from somebody. That's pretty cool. I don't know who that might be. Is it Sam? Is that you, Sammy? I don't know. I can't see the picture. And then another. I see. You know what's weird? Like, that must be all because I scrolled. I am not seeing these come in. I'm seeing them at the top of my little chat because I've scrolled up to talk to people. David gave me a church lady. It looks like. I don't know. Joseph, walk in there. Walk in. I don't know. Walk in where? The bedroom? I don't know where. Oh, you do want to see the bedroom. Danny wants to see the bedroom. All right. This is where the tragic happens. Michael, come on. I haven't seen anybody in that bedroom in months. So there's no maybe that's the tragedy. The tragedy is I'm in there fucking solo. You want to see where the bed bugs died? All right. Well, all right. We will get to the bedroom. I promise. Tell stories, news, cover news. Nobody wants to hear me cover news. Fucking hat with a press pass in it. Scoop Schmidt here. Nobody wants to fucking deal with that at all. As I tell you, you really want to hear me doing more Madden shooting jokes? Nobody wants to fucking tune in for that. Someone hit the down arrow. It gets hit 2 more times. Okay. The down arrow. Okay. Man, we all want to see the live streams. Never say to more Mike. You're very nice, Michael. Thank you for saying that. Stuff you don't tackle in depth on the show. Gio, what don't I tackle in depth on the show? I mean, the show is I talk till I'm done. That's the way I say it. And there might be shit I forgot, but that's the problem. Is I don't have a producer to tell me the fucking threads that have gone untalked about. So I forget doing stuff. Oh, I didn't even finish Japan. Fuck. So Andrew Bennett is like I said, he's an influencer. He does this fucking Instagram stuff. And when I went to Japan, I was going to broadcast every day. I'm like, I'll do a mini show every night. It's going to be fucking amazing. It's going to be great. And then I got to Japan, and like the first 3 days, I recorded shows and did Instagram, and I took photos and I posted little mini stuff and I Snapchatted, and then I went, man, I should hang out and see Japan instead of trying to make this into a goddamn tourism exhibition. I mean, nobody wants to fucking see me do that, which is ridiculous. Again, I keep saying nobody wants to. I know people want to. I know there's a market for it. People are very nice. You're all very nice. I'm not saying that in a way for you to go, no, Mike, we like you. I get it. But here, all right, I'm going to do this really quick just because I've got it in my hand. I'm going to show you, and this is this. And really, nothing better than a guy scrolling through his phone. That'll make a live chat work. I want to show you what, because remember I told you I have all these pictures from Japan and Kuwait that I've never put up? Dude, I'm going to show you this one picture from Kuwait. Like, how have I not posted this yet? Hold on, I got to find it. Where is it? Hold on, we're looking. Because remember I posted me on a camel? Wasn't that fun? Didn't we all enjoy that? All right, look, dude, look at this fucking picture. There we go. Dude, that's me on a tank. I went to Kuwait and stood on a fucking tank. It was awesome. And do I post that picture? I don't, because why would I? And now I know what you're thinking to yourselves. You're like, Mike, did you get to do a stew look on a tank? Well, of course I did. And so when I say to you, I have all of these things, but I don't post them because in my head I'm like, the Kuwait trip was 2 years ago. Nobody wants to see that. Or I've got all this Pearl Jam stuff that I took, and then Japan. I got shit from Japan. I got videos of like restaurant, all sorts of nonsense. But then I'm like, nobody cares, which is dumb. Jill says Burger Time. I'm going to play Burger Time because that's my go-to joke. Giovanni had a message retracted. That's not good. That's not a good thing. A wish list would be great. Subscribers can sponsor a game for shout outs. Drew, that will happen. Again, though, I got to get the Twitch channel up and running and get that because there's no reason to just because right now games are compost. They're just going to get stacked up on a fucking shelf until I can play the goddamn thing. Danny, it's funny. I did the 7-Eleven story last week in Seattle. It lasted like 15 to 20 minutes. But all right, I can tell the story on here. Maybe that is a thing to do. You know, that story time with Mike, is that a fucking thing? I don't know. Gio sends me all these fucking clips from dudes on YouTube, and they're terrible. I mean, they're just awful dudes, like, you know, just shouting into a void, or they're mad at a game. And look, I can get mad at a game with the best of them, but every time I see it, I'm like, these guys are like terrible. Like, they don't speak extemporaneously and they don't talk. And I know I tell you guys about this every fucking time I talk to you. Let's see. Thumbs down shows Mike's a hater. That's right. You got to have haters in this world. Gio says Drew, and Drew says Gio. We're at 30 people and 26 likes and one down like from what I heard. Scoop Schmidt, Matt knows. Sam Mower Heroes. Sam with the bees. Seeing Mike play Doom on the PS4 would blow my mind. We'll see. I'll play anything. You know, I'm not going to play it. I'm going to get my ass beat at it because I'm not good at it. Paulie wants to know where I want to travel next. I'm telling you this for now. I'm calling my shot. I didn't know that thing where if you speak it into the, hold on. We're going to show Danny. He swore, but I don't care. That's fine. People should be able to see that. I'm going back to Japan. All right, I don't have plans yet, but I have plans. Hold on. Helicopter. I want to go back to Japan in March because there's Major League Baseball there. And the Seattle Mariners are playing the Oakland A's like March 20th and 21st. And it's Ichiro's last game. He's going to play in Japan, and then he's going to retire. And I want to be there for that. So right now, that is my working toward goal. I mean, where do I want to go? I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go all over the fucking place. When I was with Jill, we always talked about the Galapagos. That was like her dream place that she wanted to go. So I would do this research on it. I got really excited for it. We actually had a Galapagos fund. Like if I had extra money or tips or something, I'd try to put it in a Galapagos fund in the bank. And then she, you know, wanted everything back. She wanted her ring back and every other fucking thing. And I'm like, all right, here you go. But the Galapagos is still on the list because it looks amazing. I mean, the whole world looks amazing. Honestly, the whole world looks incredible. I want to go everywhere. I'd love to go to China. I want to go, like I said, anywhere in Europe. I want to go France, Germany. I'd love to go to Brazil. I want to go, although I can't go to Brazil. I'm going to get in a fight on the beach and just get murdered by like 9 jujitsu dudes and just get fucking stretched. I got to get double jointed before I go to Brazil because you wind up looking at the wrong girl on the beach and somebody comes up some capoeiras and kick into your fucking ear. That's all I need is some guy from a chorus line in Brazil to dance over and kick me in the fucking face. No thanks. Let's see. Shit on other YouTubers. I don't shit on it. See, now that's why people are going to not like me, Joe. If you think I'm shitting on other YouTubers, I'm not doing that. Drew wants to know why isn't them the photo? Because I have so many photos that nobody wants to see. Won't post it. I don't care if I'm going to get framed as a traitor. Oh, you retracted it, Gio. All right. I wish mean things on downvoters. Yeah, don't do that, dude. If people downvote, they downvote. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, if you don't, because again, this is a crapshoot. Because I will tell you this: Gio warned me. Everybody warned me. Even fucking Jaden warned me in the one conversation in the car. He's like, you know what? If you do Twitch, just be funny. You know, they don't care if you lose. Because I'm like, nobody wants to watch a 50-year-old man lose his Burger King. Oh my God, Jill, you're amazing. Look at Jill coming through with $20. How nice is Jill? She has a broken ankle. She has a broken ankle and she came through with that. That's fucking amazing. What was I saying? So Jaden, they warned me. They were like, dude, if you do the Twitch channel or you live stream or anything like that, you have to be aware that the entire internet will come for you. Like they'll call you mean names and say fuck your mom and all that stuff. And in my head, I'm just like, I don't care. I go, I'm gonna lose at Burger Time. But Jaden's like, as long as you're funny, man, nobody fucking cares. He goes, but you've got to understand. Like literally, this is the way they're like, dude, that'd be great. You'd be so funny. It'd be great. I would totally tune into that. But dude, you got to understand. This is the internet. Everybody says ominously, as if I'm going to just kick a 4chan wasp nests and get everybody to sting me in the face. And I wind up broadcasting like I got the fucking mumps because a bunch of dudes come in here and make fun of me. But I mean, if people come in and make fun of me, that's what's going to happen. There's not a lot I can do about it. And so I'm already trying to get the thick skin and trying to ignore anybody who comes in and comes after me. But luckily, nobody has come in and gone after me yet, which is very nice. And I appreciate it. So the thumbs down, they're going to come. I mean, I've had comments, dude, you want to see bad comments. Like I've mentioned before, go to my iTunes store reviews. I'm at like 4.5 stars. There's like, everybody loves me, but the ones who hate me, oh boy, do they hate me. Like, I mean, hate, like to the point where it wasn't even a review so much as it was setting me on fire, pissing on me to put me out, and then putting a cigarette out in my forehead. I mean, these people fucking hate me. And there's nothing you can do. That's what happens when you open a vein into a microphone every goddamn week for 11 years. All right, where are we at here? Giovanna wished mean things. Story time with Mike's a great idea. Matt, you're a very nice person. We'll see. But they'll have to be short. That's another thing. Although I just read again, all these fucking arithmetics. What are they called? Algorithms. Arithmetics. All these arithmetics. Yeah, man, all these ebonics that go ahead and straighten everything out. Idiot. No, all these algorithms are like the videos that really register on YouTube are longer than 10 minutes. So quick hitters, because you know what I read that because I just read about all these fucking YouTubers who are having to apologize for all the dumb shit that they've done, all the hateful videos they've posted, or their tweets where they called somebody a mean name or they use racist language because they're fucking awful, and then their subscribers get cut in half because everybody goes, "You suck," because the whole point of this is you're putting your life out there, and if people don't like who you are, they will leave. So then they do these fake teary like fucking apologies where there's like, "Boo-hoo, I didn't mean to call that guy a jigaboo." Oh yeah, you did, you fucking idiot, because that's who you are as a person. But they whine and they cry and it's like, "Oh, the N-word, that's not me. That's when I was much younger." You were 24. You posted that shit when you were 24. You weren't a kid. You knew. But instead they're like, "Please don't go. I must give you more makeup tutorials and tell you how to get a smoky eye. I'm sorry I called that guy the N-word." I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I besmirched an entire nationality. Please stick around so I can give you a pigtail tutorial. Stupid makeup people. See, I'm worried about playing fucking Dig Dug on the fucking computer. These people are showing you how to pierce your ear. The fuck out of here, man. Get a fucking alcohol, ice, boom, needle, you're done. There you go. That's how they do it in jail. It's good enough for you at home. Fuck you. That's my YouTube makeup tutorial. Pierce your ear with a fucking needle and thread, an ice cube, and a lot of wishes and hopes. Thunk. Fuck you, man. These stupid people with their bullshit and then they go and apologize. "Boo, I'm so sorry." Shut the fuck up. You're not sorry. You got caught. That's it. All right. So I wish you would do it in greater depth. I sent him angry video game nerd, nostalgia critic, Linus, tech tips, all the channels I watch to prove how easy it is. Well, I mean, it's easy, but who wants to watch? That's the point. It's easy. I can do this shit all day. I can talk like a psychopath in front of a green screen, but is it of interest to anybody, or is it just shouting into the goddamn void? I mean, literally, you know what I am right now? I'm on that glass bridge that goes out into the Grand Canyon, and I'm shouting to a guy on a mule down at the bottom. That's what the internet is like, dude. And I mean, hopefully the guy on the mule thinks I'm funny. Most of the time, the guy on the mule instead tells me I'm a dick and then clicks thumbs down. But that's fine. I mean, if I can't win over Mule Guy, how can I hope to win over you guys? Let's see. I need to win the lottery to go globetrotting with Mike. Drew, how great would that be? First place we go, Avocado Grove, because then you would get all the avocados. You could fucking steal them all. Red Sox, Yankees in London. Ooh, Michael. Ooh, that's a possibility. I would think about that. How about a slideshow with Mike where he tells the story behind the picture like the tank ones? Well, yeah, but I could do that. Oh, let me find another picture. Now you got me doing something. Now you got me scrolling through. What else is there in that I found in? God damn it! I'm trying to find a Kuwait photo. There's all the camel shit. I did that stuff. I think now it's funny. I'm like, nah, all these pictures blow. Oh, I told the story about the House of Martyrs. Remember that? Yoink. Hold on. This is bad. All right, never mind. That's a blank screen. Oh, stupid. All right, I'll give you one Japan photo that I didn't print. Here's me in Japan. All right, where is it? Oh, here's me. Well, you know what? Might that be a thing? I'm so sorry. This is so boring. I know you're ready to sign off because what the fuck am I doing? I know, I get it. Hold on. We're finding one picture in Japan. We're going to find it right now. Where is it? I thought I had it handy. I don't. Oh, well, fuck it. That went fucking nowhere. Because you know why? Because I've got 10,000 photos to scroll through. Jill, you were so nice to donate. That's what I just saw. Let's see. Matt Henshaw says, wow, Jill, exactly. Wow, fucking Jill. As a Mariners fan, you are also... Oh, there's Jeremy. Hey, dudes, that's Jeremy, who I went to... in Seattle, I went to 13 Coins with, man. And we wound up having fucking chicken fried steak and bacon gravy in the middle of the goddamn night. That's right. Jeremy contributed to my fucking heart disease. If I die, blame Jeremy. But Jeremy's the guy who's going to... See, look, he's a Mariners fan, so he's pondering the Japan trip in March. Jeremy, fuck, I would make that happen if you're interested, if you wanted to, like, start planning that together. Look at me hitching my star to fucking Jeremy's wagon. Wait a second now. And I owe Jeremy a baseball game anyway, because Jeremy won the auction on Parkastathon. Hey, Jeremy, let me ask you this. You think we can get Pardo to Seattle? No, wait, even better. You think we can get Pardo to Japan? Never. Pardo wouldn't even eat rice. That's how little he cares about Japan. But that would totally make your game if we all got out there. So now I'm up to Jill's contribution. You were so nice, and yeah, it is a getaway stick, man. And you got to heal it up. Nothing worse than a summer injury, Jill. Everybody's like, oh, a summer cold is bad. Fuck that. A cast in the summer is so bad. When Jill fucked her arm up in DC, and then we wound up going to the Cub game. Like I tried to go. I'm like, honey, we can't go to the Cub game. We can't go to the Cub game. She's like, I'm going. I'm fucking going because she's just, that's who she is. And she had a cast from her fucking wrist all the way up past her shoulder. And she's like, we're going to Chicago. So we go to the Cub game, which I think I put a picture on Facebook that night when we went. Hottest day of the year in Chicago. It was 99 degrees with like 85% humidity that night in Chicago at the park. So she's got a cast on from her fucking shoulder to her wrist. And I'm just like, do you need anything? Water? I'm in a shower. What do you need at this point? But she balled through, gritted her teeth, tough as fuck. Let's see. All right. So Gio no longer needs a hero. There you go. Go, Jill. Go. Way to go, Jill. Sal, I'd love to come and see you in Providence. That's on the list. Providence is always on the list. Because that's like the mob is based there, right? There's a Kansas City mob, a Providence mob. Are Whitey Bulger's guys still there? I think they might be, so I'll have to show up there. Providence, Rhode Island, yes. I'll go to Rhode Island. We have other listeners, like Jane, I think, is in Rhode Island. You need to get popular enough on YouTube that you can join in on the current trend of fighting other YouTubers in boxing matches. I'm not fucking kidding. I thought about that this weekend. Here's the bad news. Logan Paul would fucking destroy me in a fight. I wish it wasn't true. It's totally true. Like a regular boxing match, and also even like a real fight in the street, because he's lithe and young and he's all muscly. He's on the fucking spike. There's no doubt that guy's roiding out. But also, my cardio would blow up like instantly. I mean, if I caught him with a couple, it might be a different story. But I mean, 20 years ago, yeah, I'll go round and round with Logan Paul. But now I would get the shit kicked out of me by Logan Paul. I have to be honest, because I genuinely, me, I saw that shit going on this weekend, and in my head, I'm like, well, I mean, because I one time, all right, we pitched a thing one time. I think I told the story on the fucking show. Matt Belknap used to book a comedy show that was on Tuesday nights, and that was where I worked with Robin Williams. Just on a fluke, he dropped in. Well, when I was working on Starface with Kevin Sesha, who, if you don't know Kevin, go follow him on fucking Twitter because he's hysterical. Follow him on Instagram. He's just fucking funny and great, and he's a guy that I was so jealous of, and to a certain extent, I still am. He's my friend. He's one of those dudes that the second he walks in a room, everybody loves him, and then he doesn't prove you wrong. Like there's not an ounce of malice in him. He's one of the nicest, coolest, best guys I've ever met. He's also crazy, well-adjusted. He's like, and he's good looking and talented. It's just, you're just like, oh, I'm going to vomit this dude, but he's the best. But he's a boxer. He's trained in boxing since he was a kid. So we pitched Belknap on the idea of having me fight, because it was like a variety type show. So we pitched the idea of me having fight Kevin, like for real, on the show. I would wear my MMA gloves and he would wear boxing gloves, and we would actually fight on stage. And we loved it. We loved the idea. We thought it'd be hysterical, because at the time, that was when I was really training hard and I had lost a bunch of weight. So I was all ready to fucking do all sorts of physical things in the world. It's like I did Parkastathon that one of those years, and I planked with Pardo on stage for like a minute or whatever the fuck. And I was proud of it, because I was like, yeah, man, I'm ready to go. Now, forget it. Now I'm talking about Logan Paul kicking the shit out of me. That'd be terrible. How bad would it be with like Logan and Paul and what's the other one? Jacob? Steve, I don't know, the Paul family. What if the Paul brothers just beat your ass? And then they got to rape you, right, at that fucking point, just for the clicks. if the Paul brothers beat your ass, now they got to rape you for the clicks. If they're going to make fun of the Suicide Forest, they're totally going to rape Fat Podcaster. I almost said Fat Padcaster. You know what? That's my name on YouTube, Fat Padcaster. But you got to rape a guy just for the clicks. All right, let's see. Round and round with Logan Paul. You're absolutely right, Manny. Hold on, let's see here. Saving this clip for when I get swatted. Geo, I can't get swatted. That would be terrible. You would pay serious money. Oh, Jake Paul, that's his fucking name. I knew Logan's the little one, right? Maybe I'd fuck up Logan Paul. Jake's the big one. He'd fuck me up. But Logan, I think I can handle him. But if the two of them fucking tag team me, forget it. And that's one ass whooping I got to take. And then one rape you got to take. Just fucking spit roasted by the Pauls. That's not good. Although if you name your clip that, how many clicks are you getting? You're making 8. Fuck the internet boxing match. How many people pay $10 in internet pay-per-view to watch that fucking thing? Spit roasted by the Pauls. Fat Padcaster getting spit roasted by the Pauls. Saving this clip for when I get swatted. I'm just over the border in Attleboro. Drew and Sal are getting together for lunch. Look what I'm doing. I'm bringing people together here in the chat room, folks. They're all learning out where they live. They're all talking about one another and figuring out how to meet each other. Drew, I thought you were in New Hampshire. It continues with Michael reaching out. They're all getting together. Look at the East Coast fans all getting together and having a lunch. I've brought you all together for lobster rolls. I feel really good about myself. You guys are all going to get together and have I will tell you this, though, Sal, And Michael, if you go to lunch, watch the avocados. You'll never live that down, Drew. It's never happening. Gio, great idea, Sam. Jill says Providence or Boston. I'm in, Jill. Boston. Did you make it out to Boston last time I was there? Probably not. I mean, you might not have been on board with the show then, but the Boston show, Mike will tell you, dude, I had a great time in Boston. And I killed and sold a lot of tickets. I played in a YMCA theater or some bullshit. I don't even remember what the fuck it was. Dudes, I played in some weird ass places. Like Seattle's actually a theater when I go there. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm at the Jewel Box, the Rendezvous, and I straighten my fake tie. However, then I go somewhere else and it's like, yeah, I'm playing in Bob's Shoe Closet in fucking Providence. And it's like, all right. Paul, you still here, Paulie? He sent me like a theater called the Good Comedy Theater or something in Philadelphia. He's like, you should reach out to them. But then I looked at their fucking schedule and because again, I want to promote the thing myself and book my own self and sell my own tickets. But they got names coming in. They got like Howard Kramer and I think Brody Stevens is going to be there. I mean, I could pitch Good. It's definitely a plan. I just got to figure out when to come. But I want to come back to Philly. I did well the 2 times I was in Philly. And the first time I was in Philly, I played in the roof of some building. That was on my birthday. That was fucking cool. Liana, you were there. I don't know if Liana bailed, but then Liana's seen me a few times there. But then the second time in Philadelphia, I was at a fucking the Leinenkugel Lounge. I don't know. It was a nationality, whatever the fuck. Some like the Latvian Society. That's where I fucking played. All the Latvians had me in and on these rickety chairs. But it was awesome. And he said, next time I come to town, he goes, dude, we're going out for Latvian food. We're doing all this badass stuff. And I mean, that was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, because as you know, my life fell apart shortly thereafter. And now I hide. Arithmetics. That's right, Louis. I did not realize Mike fans in the area. Look, I'm very East Coast located. Bring Mike Schmidt back to Boston. Michael, I'm with you. Absolutely. The only man on earth to play live action adult Cartman in a major motion picture. We should capitalize off that. Real life basketball. That's never happening. You know, here's what makes me laugh. Gio is the best. He's been indispensable and he's convinced me to do these things more often. Now, Gio also will talk to you guys like none of you have any idea who I am. He will literally shout out to you guys, and you guys have been listening for 11 years, so you know who I am. You know I was in basketball, and I was live action Cartman, whatever the fuck else, but he's telling you guys, like, get this, Mike Schmidt, live action Cartman, and everybody knows that. 4 of us in the chat want Mike back in Boston. How's that for nobody cares? Drew, you're absolutely right. 4 people is solid. It's a solid start on a show. You know what? As history has shown, if I can just get 11 more, I will come to your town. That's what I did in Pittsburgh. I had 15 people in Pittsburgh. Let's see. Just tried to send a super chat and YouTube crashed. Michael, I agree with you. I don't know what a super chat is, but thank you for trying it. Drew, remember, no matter what you put out there, an audience is out there waiting for you. Drew, I will remember that. Thank you for saying so. Geo 30 or 37. Who is Joseph and how did he send $40? Dude, that is fucking amazing. You're the super coolest guy who ever lived. Are you in Boston? Do I owe you a lunch or a dinner? Perhaps I do. I just saw that. So I'm scrolling up. Joseph, goddamn. Yeah, that's right. Matt says yes. Gio says holy fucking shit. Mike making bank on the screen. Of course, Sam. Thank you so much. I'm glad everybody is being very nice. Wow, Joseph. Hi. Joseph, another true hero. Joseph, says Jill. Kenny's going to bed. People need shooting early tomorrow. Ken's got to go and clean up the streets of Toronto, folks. That's how he handles his business. He goes ahead and he just clunks the head of Canucks together and throws them in the clink. Clunking the head of Canucks together and throwing them in the clink. Clunks the head of Canucks together and throws them in the clink. I'm enjoying language. Gio, this stream's getting close to keeping Mike off the road for a night. It's Monday, man. I wasn't going to go out tonight anyway. I do because I drove like a motherfucker. And all right, now let me tell you this. I had I had a bit of a week last week. I had some stuff happen, and I don't know if I should save it for the podcast or I should tell you here, or if I tell you here now and still do it on the podcast. Because there's 32 of us, which is nice. I got an O.J. Simpson in here. I got a Marcus Allen in here, ladies and gentlemen. So Kenny went to bed. Joseph, you don't owe anything. You're very nice to say so. And Jill is very nice to agree, and everybody's very, very nice. Joe and Jill telling Uber where they can stick it. Thank you very much. You guys have taken care of me and made me very, very happy. It is a cool point of view. Both of you are awesome. They are indeed awesome. Hold on. Let's see. For the former third baseman, I bow to the bees. Joseph, do not bow to the bees. The bees are here for everybody, friend. Nobody pales. Nobody has to prostrate themselves in the face of the bees. The bees just exist. They are going to happen either way. But thank you so much for contributing the money that you did. That's phenomenal. I don't know which Joseph you are. I have a lot of Josephs who listen. I have a Jeremy now. I have all sorts of people. We're down to 27 and 26. Look at us, almost equal likes to not likes. I'll tell you what though, 27 people watching, 26 likes, and 1 no like. That's symmetry. Can't argue with that. Bow to the Bees would make a great shirt. Dude, all right, dude, I had the greatest idea because if you go to the Patreon page, that was another thing I was going to talk about. Somebody said Patreon should have like a fucking whatever mic chat. Dudes, I got to do so much more with the Patreon page. If you guys are subscribers and you go to give the Patreon, thank you. I'll be doing some of these personally just for Patreon. because I owe you. I fucking owe you people. You've done it for a fucking year. You supported me and been very cool. And I know people are always like, well, dude, you put out a comedy show every week and we support that. You're fucking great. But still, man, I want to make Patreon something more of a thing. That's why we filmed in the green room in Seattle. That was pretty cool. I was able to put that up because Graham, he taught me a lot, man, about engaging. And he films when he walks on stage. Like I almost stole that move, but I didn't. But he walks on stage filming and he's like, hey, YouTube, check it out. And then he looks into the camera and he says something and it works out great. I really want to try to stream the show from Toronto for Patreon people. I think I'm going to do it. I need to find out more from Rick exactly what the room is going to be like and how I would set up a fucking camera. I don't have any idea if the laptop is there. Oh, we're over an hour. I'm wasting your evening and I apologize. I don't apologize. Fuck that. I'm the talent. I'm not wasting anybody's time. Matt, I was going to tell you about the year 10 shirt, dude. This was what the year 10 shirt was going to be. It was going to be like a distressed, it was going to be black. Okay. And we thought about bringing Skull Pie back. If the next shirt I do, we'll probably bring Skull Pie back. That shirt was fucking fantastic. I loved the Skull Pie shirt. This time it'll have stuff on the back, but the shirt I wanted to do, it was and again, because now the time has passed, it was going to be the 10th anniversary 40-year-old boy shirt. And it would have just been a big number 10. But the 0 would have been the Horn Boy head. So it would have been 1-0, and the 0 would have been just the Horn Boy logo. And and on the back it would have had the thing with the 40YOB. I loved it. I loved that idea. And then I went, hey, it's $1,000 to make shirts. Manny, you kicked in $2 for Round and Round with Logan Paul. Thank you so much. I don't know if I referenced that already. Says Gio. Jill says, great. Did Mike miss Joseph? I did miss him. I just found him now. I've missed a few donations, Sam, because I've got to scroll up. Jill's right. I'll get there. Patience, everybody. Holster your fucking complaints, man. Nobody's complaining. I realize that. Vinnie Paul would smear all of them. Is that Vinnie Paul? Vinnie Paul from Pantera? He's going to fight somebody? In a fight. Oh, okay. The Pauls, Logan, and see, I forget where I've been, folks. That's the whole deal. Mike, skip ahead for super chats. Roll backwards where you left off. I feel like we all owe Joseph a foot rub. Well, Joseph's the best. Rest in peace, Vinnie Paul, certainly. Dude, I've never laughed so hard in all my life for 3 straight hours. Boston show will never be topped. Michael, you're nice to say so. I was just who was I telling? I was telling somebody, they asked about podcasting and working live. And, because Pearl Jam, I told you they played 3 hours and 5 minutes. Boston, that was about 3 hours and 7 minutes. Still Atlanta was 3 hours and 38 minutes, I think. And fucking, well, you have the set list. Somebody has the set list from Boston when it has the time and the signature on it. St. Louis that was like 3 hours and 43 minutes. I mean, because I got fired that morning from fucking Graveyardville. So I went on stage and decried, man, I see shit. Facebook keeps rubbing my face and stuff from 5 years ago. And, I've had so many false starts of being excited. And then I just go back to being me. I got to stop being me, man. I got to stop being me. Let's see, Vinnie Paul. This is cool. Don't need the attention. Just so Joseph, you do need the attention, man. You were so nice to step up. Thank you. Caldwell knows it was great. Yeah, that's right, Gio. He knows. Where are we at here? I'm licking my lips because it's gross. Liana's still here building a dresser. Good for you, Liana. I'm getting a dresser this week in my piecemeal house of things that don't belong to me. I got a purple chair from Pat. I got a couch I bought from Kyle. I got a chair I bought from Siegel. I got a desk from Pat. I got a bed I got from Jack Thomas. I got a fucking desk that was Karen's. I got a hutch that was Karen's. I got these bookshelves and the DVD shelves from my trainer, John. And now John's giving me 2 nightstands and Jack Thomas is giving me a dresser. I literally live in a Goodwill. I live in and my fear of bed bugs, you would think I wouldn't be taking used furniture, but I trust all of these people implicitly not to infect me with parasites. That's the way you need to live your life, folks. You need to have a group of friends that you trust implicitly not to infect you with parasites. Liana, give us progress on that dresser when you build it. Gio not refusing the rub. Matt says you're immense, Joseph. Paulie says make it back to Philly. I hope to, Paul. Absolutely. The good. It sounds like a plan. We'll give them a shout. I do got to do it, Danny. I got to get to Lake Tahoe. When I was in Seattle, in Cincinnati where I was staying, there was like a pine tree. And just smelling that makes me think of fucking Tahoe because it's just the way Tahoe smelled. It just smells different. It's just different. I loved it so much. I never took Karen. I never took Jill. Like I never got there with anybody I cared about. I wanted to bring them there to share that with them. But instead I ruined it first. All right. I didn't ruin anything. Fuck that. Things happen. All right. So screaming with laughter, Michael. You are so nice, dude. Boston was great. And the fucking Red Sox game was totally fun before that. Super chat is where all this cash is coming from, Mike. Thank you, Michael, for the explanation. I nearly laughed to death in Boston. That's true. I did let you have it, Drew. Not in Mass. You saw me in Portland. It was the big angry Joseph. I don't know if you saw me in. I I did 2 shows in Portland. I did that fucking dance studio, and then I did that fucking like creepy serial killer theater out by the train tracks. Do you remember that? That's when I was getting ready for the Big Angry for the CD, because I was taping in San Francisco like 2 weeks later, because that was when I was trying to cut the 3 hour and 15-minute show down to an hour and a half for the CD, and we did okay. I'm happy with my CD, but it's not like the live shows were. I still wish I could have really captured it. Matsushita, I put it on Patreon. Rob Matsushita in Minnesota, he caught me in Green Bay. He got a whole 3-hour show. And if you ever get a chance to watch that, go ahead, because that was what it was like. But you guys were there. Some of you were there. You did hear rumor of the avocado thing, Michael. Absolutely. It wasn't Agafavo. I don't know what an Agafavo is. Agafavo, that's like he's hanging out with Whitey Bulger's guys and his crew in Providence, the Agafavo brothers. Yay, Patreon. Matt knows because he's a fucking donator. So is Jeremy. I found earbuds on Amazon last night. Oh, you hadn't seen earbuds? No way, Drew. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the earbuds documentary, I'm in it, and it's fun. And Graham yells at me for a fucking, like all of a sudden he's just shouting at me. It's crazy. And it's very reminiscent of a scene in Natural Born Killers where Robert Downey Jr. is yelling at Woody Harrelson, and his producer just kind of like, she's like, hey man, you're not moving the narrative here. This is indulgent. But you can hear Graham yelling at me off camera, and I say, he yells at me. Literally, he says, I'm going to tell you something, Mike, or something like that. And then he goes off on a rant for like 3 minutes. And then there's a beat. And I go, I'm going to need you to repeat everything after I'm going to tell you something, Mike. Because he just shouted like ridiculously. And of course, I'm hilarious. Earbuds, by the way, the documentary, Bert Kreischer saw and said, I want to know more about that guy. And then when I reached out to him 3 times, he decided he didn't want to know more about that guy. I'm good. I think I know all I need to know about him. He's a guy who finds things out and sends emails. Matt, you're nice. Thank you. I hope everything's over. Well, that seems weird that everything would be. I hope you say much needed laughs. I mean, look, the world needs laughs. I hope it's not like anything specific and special that's going on with the Henshaw family that's making you need laughs. All right. The Scarface shirt. Oh, Paulie, are you losing weight, Paulie? You need a smaller size? Let's see. Drew says, whatever Nagafavo is, I'm pretty sure I'd ask Mike if you want any more. Yeah, you would. You would totally eat the whole fucking thing. There's no doubt about it. Brian was in Atlanta. Thank you, Brian. I'm glad you were there. We're up to 33 people with 27 thumbs up. Liana, just put the top on. Only the drawers are left, folks. Only the drawers are left on Liana's dresser. That's why we've all tuned in. This is a live feed of Liana building a dresser. That seems as certainly. Oh, wait, people are coming in. See, this is a weird thing because I left all the windows open because it's kind of warm here. So I got the fucking ceiling fan rolling, but I got the windows and the door open. So everybody can hear me shouting into the fucking void out there. Usually with the podcast, I fucking hermetically seal the apartment, and then there's a fan blowing on me from another direction. Oh, Joseph, yeah, it could have been. Yeah, that probably was the creepy train tracks one because it was in the middle of fucking. Because the dance studio, they put up like bleachers as if you were at a high school baseball game. You know what I mean? Just these weird. It was weird, the tiered seating. But the black box joint was at the train tracks, and it was very much seating on the floor. Let's see. I got to find the episode about the Sox came in the show here. Steve's never heard it. Oh yeah, I let Steve have it a little bit. I remember that absolutely, Michael. Let's see. It's 3 a.m. Sam, you're going to get some sleep. Thanks for the laugh. I will stream again soon, Sam. I promise. Thank you. Go get some sleep, and thank you for contributing. I think you did. I think you gave the Curly Q money. Everybody else gave American dollars, and you came up with some fucking rubles or some bullshit. You gave me some rupees. Hey, you know what? This is what you sent. Actually, you know what's weird? When you donated that money, it actually came through my laptop. So I have whatever you sent me from Banco de Honduras. Thanks for sending that, buddy. So go to sleep, Sam, and thank you for your Banco Honduras money. Actually, Mike Burt was Jedi mind tricking and forgetting your existence by the rooftops. I don't know who the rooftop samurai are. I don't know why they'd want to make Burt forget me. That doesn't seem like a good thing because I'm eminently forgettable already. That's good. That's good TV right there. That's good streaming. A guy drinking water and going, All right, so good night to Sam. Gio says Burt was mind tricked. Sam is awesome. It's awesome that you go back and acknowledge everyone's comments. Oh my God, Jill, no, absolutely. You guys are here. I mean, I want to make sure you guys know that I'm excited that you're there. There's more Curly Q money. Bullshit rubles from our friend Sam. Thanks, buddy. You're the king. So Jill, yeah, I do have big fans there, and I will be happily taking. Hey, Brett, what's happening, buddy? How you doing? That's our friend Brett. Say hi to Brett, everybody. How weird would that be? Hi, Brett. It's an AA meeting. Brett's a friend of Bill. He's a friend of Dorothy as well. He's a friend of Bill Dorothy. I'm not going to lie to you. He's a friend of everybody. So Jill, you're nice to say that. I love acknowledging everybody's comments because again, it always sounds corny and bullshit and nonsense, but you guys know it's true. If you're not listening, there's no reason to talk. I mean, I'd still talk. Don't kid yourself. I'd talk into a fucking void and whatever the fuck. But you guys are super cool. You give me curly Q money and you donate. And literally the least I can do is acknowledge you and read your comments. And also I get to fucking do that. I get to read your comment and then talk about it. Look at you. You just created 21 seconds of content, Jill. How perfect was that? And you're awesome for tuning in. I'm sorry that your leg is hurt and that you're all laid up. I can only hope that Kathy Bates finishes your dinner soon enough and she doesn't fucking hobble your other leg with the goddamn sledgehammer. I hope everything's going to be fine over there. All right, Brett, there you go. Everybody's acknowledging Brett. How Ahmad and Blind Abdullah. The story with him. Oh, dude, I hit a different. I didn't hit Blind Abdullah with the penny. But did I tell the story about Blind Abdullah with the food when we could put food on his plate and he just kept eating it because he didn't know he just thought it was the never-ending plate of food. We went for Japanese curry, and I could only eat like fucking 4 bites of it. And Ahmad's, it was just this giant plate. I have a photo of that on my phone. Hold on, everybody. Wait a second. Let me scroll my phone and look for a photo of Japanese curry from Kuwait. But we just kept putting our food on fucking Blind Abdullah's plate, and he's just fucking wolfing it down, man. He would have eaten like 5 orders of curry that night if we would have just kept ordering it and putting it in front of him because he didn't notice. It was gorgeous. But Ahmad is good. He's going to be here in December. And I think he's staying with me, which is fucking bananas. I mean, you've seen this joint. It's totally small. So that means fucking Ahmad's going to get the bed, and I'm going to have to sleep in the purple chair, which is fine. I like the purple chair. But I'm also the talent. I don't know if I'm going to be ostracized in my own living room. It seems a little strange. But Ahmad will be here in December. So he's coming to town for, I think, a couple weeks. So there will be adventures with Ahmad. I'm excited about that in December. But I hit Fawaz in the face with the penny. And Fawaz had a full-on, he was in Dishtasa and the headpiece, the whole thing. And I grabbed it like this with my thumbs and I went like that, boom. And I was trying to be funny and cute and it just bashed him in the fucking face. Oh my Christ. I was so embarrassed. Because again, they're so nice. They're so gentle. I'm going to have a picture of him. Let me find a picture of Fawaz. Fuck it. I'm going to look that up. It makes sense. That's worth showing you for fuck's sake. There you go. You'll see the guy hit the face of the penny. Perfect. Perfection. All right, hold on. Scrolling. It was a dinner that we went to. We were all together. This is it. There he is, as a matter of fact. You can see him, right? See the guy in the center? That's who I hit with the penny. And there's Ahmad right there. Ding, 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 ding. And there's Fawaz. And that is another Ahmad, I believe, if I remember correctly. And so, yeah, and so I flipped the penny and hit him in the face. I mean, that guy's all dressed classy, looking nice. We're having a giant spread. Everything. We just saw the fucking Lego Batman movie, whatever the fuck. We're all friends. And then I bash him in the face with a penny. What a dope. All right. Let's see. Hi, Brett, of course. Let's see the bedroom. Oh, that's right. We got to show the bedroom. I forgot. Hi, everybody, says Brett. Gio, I was just going to joke that I want to hobble Jill. Like, no, she cannot be housebound. She's been on board for a very long time. We like ambulatory Jill. Ambulatory Jill is the best. We don't want Jill to be hobbled. We don't want hobbled Jill. We like ambulatory Jill. Hopefully by the time fall comes and then Halloween comes along, she'll be up and about doing things, going trick-or-treating, doing fabulous things in a wonderful place with terrific people. Joseph wants to see the bedroom. Joseph, you kicked in money. You deserve to see the bedroom. Honestly, I should shut this whole thing down. You should come over and see the bedroom personally. Look at that wink. America's wife is home. Oh, thanks for doing this, Mike. Have a great evening. Good night, fellow jokers. Good night, Matthew. I'm glad she's there. You take the much-needed laughs. Please bring them to her and everybody in the Henshaw household. Have a fantastic time. I never know if you want me to say your wife's names. I don't want to be that guy. Bye, Matt. Right, Matt. Okay. I love the Kuwaiti crew. They're fucking badass. All right. We're really doing the bedroom. All right. Sandollar loves the live stream. Thank you, Sandollar. I enjoy the live stream as well. Let's do this. I'm going to disassociate. I'm going to disconnect, really. Oh, dudes, look at this. Can anybody tell me what any of this is? This fucking there's a mouse that I use, but dude, this is just fucking. Look at this spaghetti. Look at this fucking horseshit spaghetti that I don't know where it goes. I don't know what it's for. So when Kyle comes, like Kyle said, again, they're my heroes because they're gonna help me, but they're not just doing it because they help me, but they like it. Like Kyle's like, dude, I totally love chords. Like I love sorting the chords and building it and getting everything squared away. I'm like, all right, good. I'm turning it over to you, dude. I got no idea what the fucking ice chest of spaghetti is worth. It was worth $40, absolutely. Headset, power strip, Ethernet cables. Jeremy, stop showing off with your Microsoft knowledge, goddammit. Nobody needs you to swing your Bill Gates dick around my goddamn house. I was having fun with an ice chest full of spaghetti, and then you have to go and itemize everything. Who do you think you are, Jeremy? Bringing your computer knowledge where it's not wanted or belonging? All right, Drew, you're out here running. Still the part-time vampire, flipping the body script back to normal. People hours. Keep doing these, man. Drew, I will continue to do them. Your kids are lovely. Your wife is beautiful. I enjoy looking at you when you're out and gallivanting and they're reading storybooks and having adventures in amusement parks. Everybody go follow our friend Drew on, if you want to give your Instagram, Drew, that's fine. Drew's a big-time guy on Instagram, and he does really well, and he reviews products and stuff. So Drew's the best. Oh, you know what? I'll show you. Maybe I have this photo that I can show you. Look at this stupid photo that's in my phone of me and Drew, believe it or not. You're like, Drew, why would Drew be in your phone? Well, here's why. Hold on. It was after that. It was, stick with me. Don't go anywhere, everybody. There's Japan. There's me with a beard. All those. It's after the beard. It's after the beard. It's after Canada. Holding on. There's me shaved. Oh, here we go. That's Drew, Instagram influencer and tastemaker. Hold on. I'm going to do this because there's probably some other stuff. And that's me and Drew at In-N-Out Burger. Remember when I shaved for my 50th birthday? There's Drew. That's the guy who's going to bed right now. He's at Ben Spark everywhere. That's him. So go follow his cool ass stuff. And look how badass I look in that photo. Jesus Christ, look how mean. Look at that mean dude. Look at that thing filling your whole screen. That's right. We were mean mugging it out, buddy. All right, Liana, it is cords. Liana, look at you. See, Jeremy comes in and he's like Ethernet and bullshit and nonsense, and I need a Liana. That's what I need. I need someone to cut through all the chaff. Find the wheat, Liana, and you did. It's cords. Perfect. That's all you needed to say. Oh, Gio, you did the same. You went the same route as Jeremy. Power strips, Ethernet cable, mouse, adapters, whatever. All right. Now, Drew, have a good evening. I enjoy looking at you. Well, thank you, Gio. Although that's a quote that might not be meant for me. Ben Spark is everywhere. We are mean mugging, get in and out. Paulie, I did hear that about Tarantino directing the Star Trek movie, but I don't know if it's a true thing. I think he may just write it and then somebody else may direct it. But then Simon Pegg came in and scrapped the whole fucking thing and was like, no, Quentin was saying it's something he might want to do someday, but he wasn't planning on doing it. Because I have no idea what Tarantino's doing. He's done, 10 movies now or 9? And supposedly he's quitting after 11. And he's already doing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is the fucking Manson movie. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what his plans are. Supposedly he was going to segue out of movies after 2 more. Because what's he done? 8, right? Dogs. Let's do it. Dogs, Pulp, Inglourious, Django, Bill 1 and 2, Hateful Eight, and then Deadpool or Death Proof / Grindhouse. So that's 8. And Jackie Brown, 9. So he's done 9 now. But Hateful Eight is considered his 8th because he doesn't count Death Proof. He's a fucking weirdo. But Death Proof he should count because he directed the whole fucking movie and he was involved in Grindhouse. But Hateful Eight was supposedly the 8th movie from Quentin Tarantino. Hateful Eight, the 8th movie. But it's in reality, it's the 9th. And also he considers Kill Bill 1 movie, but they cut it into 2. I forget. But he considers Hateful Eight his 8th. And he's quitting after 10, I think it was. So I don't know if he's going to do a Star Trek movie, but he's doing this Once Upon a Time in fucking Hollywood, which I can't wait to see, and I'm excited about it. David from Sydney is here. There is a green screen behind me going to my waist. I could be anywhere in the world. I could be anywhere in the world. Look, wait, hold on, go over here. More green screen. But then we go over here. Oh, there's some blue screen. There's Mr. Blue Sky. ELO is in my living room right now, David. You're down under. Holy Jesus. What time is it there? Let's see. Gio, I think of it as a donation to all of us that love the stories and love Mike. Now off to the bedroom. Everybody wants to go to the bedroom. Gio, who was Handsome Tight Face? That was Drew. That was actually Drew Bennett. That's who Handsome Tight Face was. Once he installs some software, I will be, once we'll do the green screen and I'll broadcast from wherever. I can even broadcast from a listener's house. Gio told me that we can put a camera in somebody's house and they could be like over my shoulder and I could be green screening as if I were in their house. He never told me any of that. I'm making it up now and hopefully he can invent the technology to make that happen. Hoping for Kill Bill 3. Michael, that would be great. Although Uma, I think, is retired from acting because didn't she marry like 2 different billionaires and get divorced? And so she's fine. She doesn't need to act anymore. Nobody needs to act anymore if they've got billions of dollars, unless they feel the need to go out and be, there's Manny Garcia with Curly Q money. Thank you so much. I'm seeing that. Manny's the best. Let's see. It's noon. High noon in Australia. It's just me hiding in an Aborigine bush. Death Proof was a snooze. David, well, first of all, welcome, Dave. I didn't see that you were here. Second of all, you're right. I wish it wasn't, but you're totally right. I saw Grindhouse in the movie theater together when it was Planet Terror and Death Proof. I loved the whole experience. I was at the fucking Man's Chinese downtown, the big house. Every seat was full. People were going crazy. The fake trailers in the middle, the grindhouse, the music, everything was perfect. Planet Terror it hit kind of every note you needed to hit. And then Death Proof started, and I understand what he was trying to do, but it's a miss, man. It is a miss because it's just he lets that Zoe do all the talking, and she's not fun or interesting. It's just all of those people were just annoying. And then the driving stunts were great, but that lunch took fucking 4 hours. That lunch took longer than the pod race in Star Wars. In fact, I venture to say that the pod race actually was circling the lunch in Death Proof. That's how interminably long both of those scenes were. So you're not wrong. I would love to say I loved Death Proof and be some kind of movie snob like, no, man, you just didn't get it. Bullshit. Karen was asleep. Karen fell asleep by Planet Terror, and then she was out on my shoulder, and I watched Death Proof alone. I couldn't even look at anybody and go, this is bad, right? Like I wanted to like it. I was writing on a show. I forget what show. No, I was writing on Funniest Pets. I was writing on Funniest Pets, and I went in the next day, and they knew I was a Tarantino guy, and I was talking to this guy Mike in one of the rooms, and I go, hey, he's like, did you see it? I go, yeah. And he goes, what'd you think? And I go, man, I want to say I loved it. I just didn't. It's like that thing where I love him so much, I want to defend him all the time, but holy shit, was it a whiff? Death Proof's a whiff. I won't lie. Everybody wants to see the purple chair. All right. Hateful Eight. That could be a Tarantino born thing. Good for you. But I'm with Dave. Death Proof is a snooze. Curly Q money from Manny Mo. It's noon in Australia, as we know now, showing the purple chair. Kurt Russell, you know what, Paulie, you misspelled is. Kurt Russell is awesome. And as a matter of fact, today in the car, I had my iPod on, and a clip from Death Proof came up, because I bought the soundtrack still because it's amazing. And there's the clip of Rose McGowan, and she goes, what's your story, Icy? And she goes, who are you, Icy? And he goes, and Kurt Russell goes, I'm Stuntman Mike. And she goes, well, what do you mean you're Stuntman Mike? And he goes, I'm a stuntman. And he goes, ask anybody. You can ask anybody. I'm a stuntman. She goes, the Tarantino was the bartender, which is another whiff. And goes, hey, who's this guy? And he goes, so all right, let me say this. The first part of Death Proof with Russell and McGowan and the car, and then he kills her, and spoiler alert and all that shit, that's great. But once the revenge part happens, that's the part that's the whiff. The first 40 minutes is great. I'm forgetting. I apologize. I'm that weirdo. All right, Jill wants to see the purple chair. All right, so we're going to take another walk around. The lighting is bad, I will tell you. So here's the living. So here's we're going. Now see how dark I got. All right, so let's turn the light on here, and now we will. Now we're sitting in the purple chair. This is where I used to sleep, in this gigantic purple chair. What am I going? What do I have no pants on? Well, hello. This whole thing was a trick to get you to see me with no pants. There's the couch. Oh, here, you want to see something fun? I don't know if you can see it. This is the couch. And hold on, let's go over here. I don't know if you can see it because it's not light. Can you see that right there? Dudes, that's a fucking blood stain. Like I was cleaning the house and shit, and I had jagged edges everywhere. And I didn't realize it. I bumped into something, and my leg was sore. That thing where your leg is sore, you're like, nah, it's okay. And then all of a sudden I look down, and my leg is pressed into the couch, and there's blood like all over my fucking leg and all over the couch. And I know you're probably thinking, Mike, you should probably wash that off. Yeah, I probably should. All right, so let's move this cocktail bench over. So that's the purple chair right there. There you go. It's a big, deep purple chair. There's the couch. There's a chair I bought from Siegel. All right. We're going in the bedroom. I apologize now because the bed isn't made, because today is a sheet changing day, so I didn't bother to do anything. So, all right, let's go in here. Hold on. Ruben, we're glad you're here. Thanks, dude. All right, so Liana, update on the dresser there. Perfect. 1 drawer down, 4 to go. All right, now we're heading into, all right, this is the bedroom. So as you can see, green. I apologize. My bed is not made. It's a nice bed, though, right? Here, we'll do it this way. We'll do it from here. See, there's the headboard, little toboggan. It's a toboggan thing. It's like slanted, if you can see. Pretty nice. There's a hutch. Now, this will turn into something else. Right now, it's got some jeans and underwear and socks. It's a de facto dresser. And here's where I've been podcasting from. By setting up the this and here. Here you go. Here's a Reservoir Dogs ear for you. So this is where I podcast from. So I sit in here, and yeah, I don't know how exciting this is. I got to throw away this chair that I've been sitting in, because look at the vinyl on it. It's all fucking scrappy. And so now I got to vacuum the rug all the fucking time. This is the room. And then the closet is like totally cleaned out. And up here you can see there's Stratomatic baseball and all sorts of fun stuff. And then, yeah, so perfect. All right, so that's the room, man. There you go. There's the bedroom, players, if that's what you wanted to see. Oh, and I'll show you this. Up here, you're going to see how there's a cabinet, but up here, oh my God, more videotapes. Dude, I had no idea that there's more videotapes up here. This is bad. Let's see what these are. Oh, no, these belong to my wife. These are my wife's stand-up comedy tapes because she wanted to be a stand-up comedian before she met me. Oh man, that's a little rough. All right, so I didn't realize this stuff was up here. What I did? Oh my God, wait, is that a VCR? No, it's a TiVo box. God damn it, I thought I had a VCR. I'm like, dude, that would be a game changer. And this is an old DirecTV box. That's an old one. All right, but I thought I had a Sega up here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Like, yeah, look up here, dude. It's fucking like old controllers and shit, dude. A fucking memory card. Remember that stuff? All right, there you go. Oh, there's that football. I was looking for this football. Can't reach it. Damn it. Wah! See what you've done? Now I'm messing up my whole house. All right, so I'm turning that light off. All right, let's go back where the. All right, so here's what the desk looks like. Yes, there's a bunch of stuff on it. Yes, I don't know. All right. Hi. So let's plug this back in. Don't want to run out of juice. It's not the old brow. And let's catch up on comments. Purple chair, one drawer down. Leon of the update. We appreciated it. $1.99 for Bill Gates' dick. That's fine. Thank you, Manny Mo. Ruben, we're glad you're here, buddy. Thanks. How was that game, the Phillies game? Ruben invited me to a fucking badass Philly game where they retired Roy Halladay's number and put him into the Wall of Fame. And I could not go because it was too close to Seattle. I was bummed. I really wanted to go, and thank you for thinking of me. But yeah, so Ruben and I would have gone to a game. That would have been totally fun. And I know Jeremy, you do need a chair like that, dude. It's totally deep. Like, but I keep like in my brain, I'm like, I got to throw this purple chair away. But I like it. And also when the TV starts working again, because dudes, I have no TV. Like it's been since July 1st. I haven't had television here, or July 3rd or 4th, whenever I left for fucking Cincinnati. But there's just no, there's no TV. So there's no, but when it finally is working, and I'll throw this out to you guys. If you've caught up on the show or you're behind even a couple of weeks, I told the story about DirecTV and the cord getting cut. Well, now they're coming after me with like these amazing deals where they wanted me to sign back up. And I told Gio about it. And he's like so mad that I would even entertain the thought. And I'm really, Rebirth in my brain. I want to just cut it loose. Like I don't want to go back to DirecTV. I'd like to kind of have a whole new plan. But they were willing to give me like the NFL Sunday ticket for free. And then HBO, Stars, Cinemax, and Showtime for free for 4 months. And then only $39 a month for the first year. It was a pretty fucking amazing deal. I was paying $180 a month. All right, here we go. Fastest story retail ever. The bloodstain was on last week's episode. It might have been. I might have told that. I apologize, Leanna. Damn it. I'm sorry. I'm an old person with a foggy brain, so I wind up telling the same shit over and over again. But at least now you saw the bloodstain. The bloodstain, it verifies the story. Wasn't just a lie. Play the tapes. Oh no, I'm not playing those tapes, Gio. No, it's funny. I found Jimmy Pardo on the Tonight Show, and I posted it just so people would know I had it, but I already fucking destroyed it and tossed it because I know Jimmy wouldn't want that out there, so I just fucking cached it. It's not my thing to share, and that is absolutely no. I stole enough of Karen's life. The last fucking thing I want to do is share something that was private of hers. That would be ridiculous. I know you're kidding, Gio. You won't have to say that, but if anything, I would love to get those to her, but no idea. She's just fucking gone. I had no idea where she is. The cracked ceiling in the bathroom. So now we're not going in the bathroom, and here's why I'll tell you. Because the bathroom is, I haven't had my girl here in a while, so it's tidy, but it's not clean. So the last thing you want to do is go and look at the bathroom. And by the way, they came in and repaired all the cracks. I mean, in the shower, there's cracks in the tile, but they came in and they repainted and they scraped. So that stuff's gone that I talked about. I love that everybody remembers my fucking place. Hey man, let's see the cracks in your bathroom wall. Hey, you got any paint drying over there? That'd be fantastic. Joseph, you're very nice. You're saying this is great. I don't know if that's totally true, but you gave money. So if you ask me to do something, I'm going to do it. Whatever you want to have me do. Right now, Jill and Joseph are running this chat. So hey, Egon, you wrote me a note. Awesome, Mike. I'm in the gym. No time for love. But while I'm on, what's the name of that succulent green? Egon, I will find it for you. I know you're right. It's like Spring Valley. I apologize, but Pat took the can and he's got it in his garage, and I keep forgetting to ask. And Egon, I owe you an email too. You wrote me an Egon. You wrote me an Egon. You wrote me an Egon mail. So work out at the gym. I'll find it and I'll contact Pat and find out exactly what this fucking color is, because I don't have it handy, as Boom Boom Washington would say. Let's see here. Hold on. Joseph, yeah, again, like I said, Joseph and Jill are running this chat. You and Manny Mo and anybody else who gave dough. Tell me what you want and I'll do something. Tell me what you want and I'll do something. I'll juggle. I feel like breakdancing. The ceremony was very emotional. I saw it, and then good thing we beat the Marlins. I don't know what's happening tonight, Ruben. We were down, and then we tied, and then we were down again when I started this fucking thing. I think it's about to end. I think we both know that. They're within 3 of the Braves, but it's just they've just not been firing on any cylinders. And this was a really tough 2-week stretch. They had to time the Phillies to cut the lead, and I'm fine because they're a year early. I didn't expect playoffs. In the beginning of the year, I predicted they'd win 83 games. I figured if they finished above 500, I would consider it a victory. It's just when they're this close nearing September, it's a little disappointing that they couldn't seal the deal. But I get it, man. They're young and they're tired, and it's not over. I'm still rooting for them, but who the fuck knows? Jeremy, that's good advice, but it's funny. Did you hear that plane or whatever the fuck that was? I don't know, a Cessna Piper Cub that just went over my house. It might have been the helicopter that Jill put to tell me to get to Boston. Did you send a helicopter to pick me up, Jill? You are going above and beyond in this chat. Teach this guy about Cody so he can stream TV and movies for free. Louis, I don't listen, buddy. You're on the internet. You start using code words like Cody, and then the feds kick in your door. Like, it's funny. I sorted out all my DVDs, and I have a bunch of screeners because I don't know if you're aware of this, folks. Oh, my wallet's not here. I'd show you. I'm in the Screen Actors Guild. I'm the talent, as I've mentioned many times. I'm an actor, certainly. That can't be argued. But because I'm in the Screen Actors Guild, I get screeners. They send me stuff every year where they go, hey, watch these movies and vote for the Screen Actors Guild Awards. I get to vote on those. But the thing is, they put a watermark on them. So if they wind up on the internet, they know that you let them post or you gave them to somebody or whatever the fuck, and then you're kicked out of the SAG. Well, it's just a mess. You can be prosecuted for it, believe it or not. So I was going through and I found a bunch of old screeners, and in my head I panicked. I'm like, well, I'm going to throw these away because I don't need the fucking Crown or whatever the fuck these movies are. Nobody needs the Call Me By Your Name. I don't want to see a guy fucking jerk off on a peach or whatever the fuck. Guy fucks a peach in that movie. Did you know that? Literally, a guy fucks a peach. And then I think the other dude eats the peach. I don't know if it happens that way or not. But if he doesn't, how do you miss that opportunity? How do you pass up the opportunity to spit blood in Joan Baez's face? What was I saying? Oh, so the screeners. I had to get rid of the fucking screeners. We got 30 people watching, 28 likes. We're in a minute and a half. It seems like a minute and a half, doesn't it? It's just flown by. Now it's 90 fucking minutes of the not green screen nonsense. So the fucking screeners, I had to get rid of them, but I panicked because I didn't want to throw them in the dumpster in case somebody dumpster dived and put my rogue copy of Straight Outta Compton on the internet. So I had to chop them all up with the scissors. And I'm cutting them, and in my head I'm just like, what are you doing? And then I'm like, well, better safe than sorry. I don't want to get kicked out of SAG, folks. I have this fingernail, this tiny fingernail in show business. I'm clinging, and I don't need somebody to come along and clip it off by posting a rogue screener. Let's see. All right, Paulie says check out Cody for streaming TV shows. I hear you. Part of me really wants him to accept only to have DirecTV show up, call him, say sure 1 minute, and leave again. Yeah. See, nobody wants content. Nick says, I love this. Hey, Nick, I love it too, buddy. That seems weird. Joseph, you don't want to see the bathroom. You gave money. And so, like, your thing carries weight. I'm going to ask you nicely. You don't want to see the bathroom, dude. Like, I mean, if you're really serious, I'll do it. I don't want to. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but oh well. Jeremy, you have any friends with Plex servers and torrent? It's funny, Jeremy. It's funny you would ask that. I think there's a Plex server in here, right? Isn't this some of this stuff's got to be a Plex server as far as I know? There should be a Plex server in the ice chest. There's nothing better for your fucking internet than an ice server Plex chest or a Plex server ice chest, whatever the fuck. Torrent content acquisition methods, or is that too much detail? Yeah, Jeremy, no. As indicated by me pulling an ice chest out with a bunch of spaghetti in it, might be too much detail. Now, you can walk me through it later. when we're off the air, you can hold my hand, Jeremy. Certainly. Maybe we go to 13 Coins. We have a business lunch where we discuss Plex servers over spaghetti carbonara at 1 o'clock in the morning. But that's fine. Nick James says, what's my back day routine? I have my routine in my phone for when John's out of town, but I just kind of do what I'm told. Like today we did chest. So we did bench press, then we did try pull downs, and then we did shoulder press, and then we did lateral raises, dumbbell lateral raises. And because I'm only there in like an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm doing 5 sets of 15 on the bench, five sets of 15 of everything. So, today so I'm doing 170, like incrementally. The first one he warms me up, then he puts it up, he gets it up to 100 and then 120 and then 170. And then I do a set of 15 of that. And then interspersed with the tri pull downs. And then you switch over. Then it was the shoulder presses with the dumbbell lateral raises. That was today. And again, I haven't been in the gym in 2 fucking weeks. So my arms are a little fried, my shoulders, the whole nine, you know how it is. So back day, I don't know. John is the guy who's like, do this. So, I'll do, I don't know what's for what. I'm very bad at that. I know certainly what leg stuff is and all that, but I'll do, I do like flies where you just bring your hands in like that. That's more chest. Back stuff. I do these like pull downs, like fucking chin, fucking 150 pounds and pulling that down to your fucking chin. I don't even know if that's fucking shoulders or back. Who knows? Here, I'll take my shirt off. Tell me if my back needs work. Am I still wanted in town for stealing luggage? Sal, I don't think I'm wanted. I'm assuming the statute of limitations has run out on that crime, but I bet that guy will never forget it. I'm assuming the police have let it go, but that dude is, that guy could be out pursuing me. You know what? Dude, what if Gio's that dude? What if Gio's the guy from Tahoe? I stole his luggage and he's been working his way in, like ingratiate himself to where he can finally shiv me and cut me up and gut me like a goddamn fish because I stole his fucking suitcase from a Los Cantinos Tres Hombres. Sadly, it's way out of reach. Cody or even Plex would be great. I'm hoping for Hulu. All right, Gio. Again, you guys, I need a Sherpa on all this shit. Was Lake Tahoe where the milk went into the snow at 7-Eleven? Was that Bolingbrook? No, that was Romeoville. Because we were little, man. That was when I was fucking 9, 76 or 77. I was 9 or 10. And we went to 7-Eleven and we bought the gallon of milk and then we threw it into a snowdrift and it blew up. It just fucking blew up. We had to tell our mom that some big kids kicked it off the wall because we were awesome liars, even at that age. They definitely don't have to make it this season. I also don't care if they lost every game because the Eagles won. There you go. It doesn't help me any. I'm not an Eagle guy, but yeah. I was fully prepared for this season to go good, and I'm considering this already. This season's a victory. I would hate. Unless they go into a fucking tailspin for all of, if they go into a tailspin for all of fucking September, that would suck. Here, I'm going to show you Tiny Batman. Good Tiny Batman. Wee. Oh wait, that's his back. You don't see Tiny Batman's butt. There's Tiny Batman. Yay. That's the tiniest Batman of all time. Shrimpy. I don't know why he caught my attention. Oh, here, no, I can't do that. Never mind. 2 drawers down, 3 to go, folks. It's Dresser Talk with Leanna Dixon. And she's getting it all squared away. Her dresser is almost done. She's got 3 drawers left, ladies and gentlemen. Nick James gives me a smiling bubble. I think Mike was a kid when milk. Yes, it was in Romeoville. Mike's never been in a gym. I don't go to the gym. That's true. It's a lie. Gio knows. I've never go to the gym. I don't do any of it. Don't make me flex again, Gio. I flexed in the beginning of this thing and was instantly embarrassed when I did it. But then also went, hey, my arm looks pretty good on screen. I felt pretty good about it. No bathroom just because I gave. Listening, whatever you do behind the scenes is cool. Back day, do I do deadlifts? I could lift a town with just my personality. Tiny Batman does fight microcrime. Seth, you're not Seth. Dudes. That's Seth and Brandy Seth. That's Meet Me in New York Times Square Seth, right? I hope to God. I have several Seths who listen, but Seth, I'm pretty sure you're the Seth. Yes, Seth Canfield, right? Please say you are. And I don't lie. If you're not, then don't yell. Yeah, see? All right, Seth, that's fucking Seth and Brandy Seth who brought me to fucking New York. Yes, Cake Boss Seth, Sal, exactly. Times Square Seth, Cake Boss Seth, bring me to New York with Brandy Seth. That is him. That's fucking OG 40-year-old boy legend right there. He's on the Patreon level. There's a level named for that guy. That's who that dude is right there. He's the fucking coolest. And he has got a lifetime 40-year-old boy pass. Any show I do and he's in town, anything I produce, merch, CDs or anything, it's his free forever. So that's the fucking man. I do deadlifts. I do. I struggle with form. I know how to do it. And I like the reverse grip thing, which is kind of fun. But I have to always say to John, I'm like, all right, am I doing this right? Because you got to get him really under the bar. And I'll just share it with you. I'm a big dude. So my midsection can get in the way of doing deads sometimes. But I like doing them. The reason I like doing them, I like coming home. I got calluses that you probably can't see because it's a fucking thing. I like feeling exhausted when I'm done lifting. I know you're not supposed to. You're just supposed to be invigorated or whatever. I like coming home fucking sore. I like calluses. I like when they tear. I like when I can't lift my arms in the shower. I like when I have to lean on the shower door and go like this with the soap. I like being fucking blasted because I feel yoked and I feel like I accomplished something at that point. So deads are like that because on leg day, I'll do leg presses and I'm doing fucking 550-pound leg presses into deadlifts, into calves, into fucking hammies and into all that stuff. And then at the end of the day, I can walk out of there fine. But then like 5 hours later, I go to get out of the car and I get the jello leg and I'm like, wow, that's fucking brutal. But I also like it. So I'm a fan of that. Right. If they're good now, they're going to be better next year because they're going to sign Harper or Machado. That's dangerous to say. Everybody assumes they're going to sign Harper or Machado, but those guys could go wherever they want. I'm hoping they sign Harper rather than Machado, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with the Phillies. Seth knows he's kick boss. Seth, clap for Seth. 3 down, 2 to go. Liana's drawers are on the way, folks. That might be when we wrap it up. When Liana gets both of her final 2 drawers done and lets us know, that might signal the end of the chat. I hate my optimism for the Phillies in the future because they're young. The Mariners are also overachieving this year, but they're also one of the oldest teams in the league. The window is closing. Jeremy, you're not wrong. The Phillies are young, and that's great, and I'm excited about that. They gave a lot of money to Carlos Santana. It's so funny. People are pissed off about that, but his clubhouse presence and his approach at the plate have really helped the young guys. Now, granted, he's only hitting like 204, which is no good, but everybody's like, oh, my God, we paid this guy $20 million. What a waste. Well, fuck. What are you going to do, sit on the money and do nothing? Well, you put our best hitter in left field, and he's uncomfortable. Well, Reese is still going to be a star. I think he's a star now. He's going to wind up hitting you 30, 35 bombs this year. Is he uncomfortable in left? Probably. But, I mean, Pat Burrell played fucking left field. We can put fucking Hoskins in left field. We can make it work. If Pat the Bat could struggle out there, so can Reeves. But, yeah, the Mariners, that's a team. I wound up, when I went to the Pearl Jam show, I wound up in the Mariner Hall of Fame. And it was awesome. I remember I saw names like Alvin Davis. I loved Edgar Martinez. When I played fantasy, he was always on my team. I love the Mariners. It's that thing where, like, I love the A's too, though. So I can't, in good conscience, want you to win. I hate to be that guy. Like, I'd love for the Astros to just go into a tailspin. The A's win the division. The Mariners get the wild card. And then the Mariners beat the fucking Yankees. And then, the A's Mariners. I would look, because I love the A's, dudes. I have an A's hoodie that I bought that doesn't fit. But when I lose fucking weight, I'm going to look fucking badass. It's a throwback fucking A's to the 70s, like with this Kelly Green. Dudes, it's fucking badass. I love the A's. Love their uniforms. Loved them forever. I had a fridge magnet when I was a kid. Said the swinging A's, and that was it. Forget it. I'm in. Mustaches and Charlie Finley, donkeys and orange baseballs. I fucking love the Oakland A's. If it wasn't for Mike Schmidt, I probably would have been an A's fan, but I became a Phillies fan. But that uniform, that A's uniform, was so fucking great. Just jumped out of every issue of Sports Illustrated they were in. It jumped right into my face, and I loved it. Ruben, come on. You can't. Mariners fans, not a sad life. I mean, I understand they're a little bummed, but you've still got a great team and a fantastic. That's right, Joseph. Squats for the same reason, really blasting the butt. I'm a butt Egon is a butt blasting kind of guy. That's what he says. And I'm not going to argue with him. If he's a butt blaster, he can do that. Squats are rough for me because my knees are fucking shot, and they're rough because I'm so heavy. If I can lose and get down around 300 pounds, I can start squatting again probably, because I'll be able to fucking tear it up. Deads are different. You're coming from a different position. Squats is to do a real squat and get that deep. It's really hard with my legs, dudes. I mean, I got to lose weight now because I'm having trouble getting off of the couch. Like I'll go to stand up and I literally have to brace myself and push up with my arms because my legs are they're just freaking out because, again, I put weight back on and it's not good. So that's, I gave myself permission to fail the last couple of weeks food wise. Today I had, what did I have? I had some short rib and cauliflower for lunch. I'm trying to cut out all carbs. Fucking John wants me to go straight keto. We'll see if I can make that work. But I'm going to start cooking at the house. I got to go shopping. I'm going to do a bunch of stuff. So we'll see how that works out. Louis, I think I'm playing fantasy. I don't know. I was in a league last year, and that was the Globetrotter Rape Train. That was my team's name. And it didn't go well. I had a very bad season. I drafted poorly and then had injuries. That's never a good combination, certainly not in fantasy football. Because in fantasy football, this is the one thing, too. Dude, you draft a guy and he gets hurt, you're fucked. I mean, unless you get his replacement in the waiver wire, you're fucking doomed. You lose a top running back or a receiver or somebody, you're fucking finished. And that's happened to me the last couple of years that I've played. I'd had remarkable good luck the first few years, and always I could beat people to the punch on drafting. But now I'm in these leagues like I used to watch football, and I would pick dudes up while the games were on. Now you have these leagues where you can't pick anybody up until the following Wednesday, and I'm like, then you're just in a competition with everybody. My whole thing was speed. I'd watch games. I'd see a guy because I'd had the ticket. I'd watch every game. A guy would get hurt and I'd immediately pick up his backup. I just wasn't fucking around. So I don't know. It all depends on when the draft is. They're just trying to set up the draft and tell me exactly when it's going to be. And if I can play, I'll play. I might not, though. I would have trouble embracing Harper after living in D.C. and is a heel. Yeah, but he's a heel. But that's the thing. You bring him to town and he just fucking goes off. And you're just like, oh, he's the best. I've never seen him as a heel. I mean, even as a Philly fan, it's like this weekend, like today, the fucking Phillies claimed Joey Batista, Jose Batista, Joey Bats from the Mets. And all these Mets fans are on Twitter and they're like, don't help the fucking Phillies. Make them pay out the nose for Joey Bats. I'm like, the dude's hitting 190. And what's he doing besides rotting on your fucking bench? You're not going to get anything for him, so why not? And these Mets fans are like, nah, fuck the Phillies. Despite him, we'll keep him. And I'm not that kind of fan. Like, I mean, if it helps the Mets, get rid of him. Try to get something for him. And if you can't, just take the money or whatever the fuck and get him off the roster. It doesn't make any sense to just cling to something when you're dying. And so that's how I am with Harper. I mean, I don't think he's a heel at all. I love him. I love watching him play. I would love him as a Philly. And he'd be phenomenal because that's what they need. I mean, even Nick Williams has come around big time this year. They got to worry about Odubel. You know, Roman Quinn is looking like some guy who can clearly be your fourth outfielder. But I mean, people are now wanting him to start in center because he's had a really hot stretch. And you know, I don't know what they're going to do. They have so many guys for so few positions, and they have to go out and get a bopper. It's like they can get one guy who's the greater sum of all three parts of the other outfielders. You know, you can have Odubel, Nick Williams, and fucking Roman Quinn. But then if you go out and you get Harper, he's better than all three combined. There's a lot of Phillies talk. I apologize to everybody else. John and Jill, if you don't want Philly talk, I totally get it. What are we at, 30? Oh, we got more likes than people. Yeah, that's right. That's how I like to handle a chat. 18 years of no playoffs. Ruben's right. It is sad. 10 years of Felix in his prime. That sucked. I fell into a YouTube hole a couple weeks ago. I told you I was just wasting time, and I watched Felix's perfect game. I watched every out he recorded. I didn't watch the whole fucking game, but I mean, Felix was dominant. And yeah, that sucks when you waste a guy. You're just like, that's how I feel about the Phillies. I mean, we won in 2008. Can't give that away. But when they had fucking Oswalt, Halladay, Lee, I mean, how'd you waste that pitching staff? Because Cody Ross? Because you couldn't hit fucking Chris Carpenter in the last game of a 5-game series at home? It's painful. They should have won in 2009. They could have won in 2011. Should have won in both those years. Keto and fasting works. I hear you, Paulie. I agree. You know, the intermittent fasting, I was doing that when I said eating is for the week. That's all I was doing was intermittent fasting. I wouldn't eat for a day and a half. And I mean, you know, it's funny. I lost 100 pounds a million years ago by not eating one day and then eating only at soup plantation the next day. So I'd eat the fuck out of a ton of salad. And then the next day I wouldn't eat. But I just fucking gorged like one day. It was just this weird thing. And I think I lost 75 pounds when I did that, as a matter of fact. Any possible teams' names in mind? Seth, no. Somebody just wrote me and said, because literally that's why Globetrotter Rape Train was in my brain. Somebody wrote me, and I even saved it. They were like, this should be your team name this year. I think it's on the Joker's page. I forget who it was. They're like, dude, this has to be your team name. And if I play, that'll probably be my team name. I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Squats on the back burner, leg presses, deadlifts, leg extensions for the quads. That's what I'm doing, Joseph, because my knees are just, I mean, they shake. It's like, it's really weird. I'll stand up and you can just like, they kind of fucking do that, man. It's weird. Fourth drawer is done for Leona Dixon. Ladies and gentlemen, this chat is almost over. Ruben says it's different. He lives in D.C. Almost all the Philly games have been to or against the Nationals. He is the enemy. There's no doubt now. But if he comes to the Phillies, you're just like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So if we get him on board, he's perfect. Oh, dude, let's see. I need a baseball-centric Schmitty podcast in my life, Michael. This has been a baseball-centric chat, and people are just turning it out. We're down to 29. They're like, we can't. No more stuff about Carlos Slamtana. I can't hear that. I love Odubel too, Ruben. I do, but he's just in the biggest slump. They're all of them. The whole fucking team went in the tank quick, and I can't explain why or how. I don't know what happened. Ruben, why are you adding on? Fuck no, I like talking baseball. That's totally cool. I mean, and I'm going there to talk, so that's totally cool. Manny knows it, Seth. Jill said you need to stop. Oh, you know what? It's dark outside, or I would take you, if it was still light, I would take you down you need to stop that hallway outside. People who've come here, like have been and come to my apartment, I'll walk down to the carport and I go, this is where the helicopter story happened. I'll do that eventually at some point. It's dark outside now. Show us, Joseph. God damn it. I should have never said anything. It's dark out, though, man. I don't know if you'll see anything. Whoa, there's $5 for Blasted and Yoke from our friend Manny Mo Garcia. He's the king. Also a big Patreon subscriber. Dude, you're the coolest guy of all time. I've met Manny a couple of times at Podfest. He's come to see me, and he's the best. Please, sometime soon. All right. Well, I mean, Jill and Joseph, you guys are running this. If you want me to go now, I'll go, but it might be dark. But I don't mind going outside. Into the box, made it. It might be in episode 36, then it might be Gio says do it, and Joseph says, all right. Jill says, please. All right, we're going to do it. We'll go outside. We got to disconnect again. Hold on. All right, so, and we might run into a neighbor. We might run into autistic Steven, who still has not said another word to me since running into that one day when I was recording. All right, Jill, there you go. Says, yay. Louis says, yeah. All right, we're walking outside. So, all right, there's the TV again. All right, let's go this way. So here, I'll do it this way so you guys can like see where we're going. So we're walking outside. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay. All right. And you go down here. And here you are. This is it. That gold car right there, and that's where Karen walking out slowly. And I stood here behind this door like this. And here's another part of the story that you should that is actually pretty funny. If you look up here, like, look, those people can all see me, like in those windows across the way. So if they were looking, I didn't even think about that. But there's my car. So Karen's backing out there, and I'm here, like at this thing, and I whip it out. And I'm just spinning it around, and I'm waiting for her like a fucking, watch fob or something. And I'm waiting for her to back out and look at me, and she's going super, super slow. And then over here, where the second car is, see where the post car. So I can fucking see them, dudes. And I'm here. So we're looking this way. We're looking at Karen. She's backing out, spinning my cock, watching her back out. And then literally I hear, you need to stop that. And I turn this way, and the woman and her daughter are right here walking up from their car. They see me. I got my fucking cock in my hand, spinning it around, and then watch me. They totally busted me. And Karen, meanwhile, still backing out. I think literally she's still backing out. I don't know where she lives now, but she is still backing out. Is that too dark? Could you see everything? I don't know if you did. All right, hold on. Could you hear that? I don't know if you guys could hear that. All right. By the way, my neighbors just heard me say, spinning my cock out loud outside. I'm going to get kicked out of this fucking building. Finally, after painting fucking carpet. All right. Yoink. All right, where are we at here? Do it. Yay. That's where the helicopter sailed. That's exactly where, Joseph. That's where it was. Jill, I'm not kidding. It was the slowest back out. Like she didn't, and then because then I had, as you know the story, I had to go explain to Karen. She wonders why these women are yelling at me, and I'm going to these women. I'm like, I'm really sorry. Oh my god. And Karen, her windows are up. She has no concept of what's happening. All I know is she looks at me, and I can see her puzzled, and I'm like, honey, I was playing a joke, and I was, I had my dick out because I wanted you to see it. It was funny, and then they saw it, and Karen's face just. What? Like she has no concept of what's happening. She was in her fucking hermetically sealed 240SX backing out. Craziness. All right. A fine reenactment. Thank you, Egon. You're a nice person. Joseph, no man, you called it. You guys called the shots. You're very nice to contribute, and thank you. And so I'll answer any questions. I'll do whatever you ask, whatever you guys want to know about. Although we're at almost 2 hours now. I don't know who's hanging in there. But now it's that thing where I'm like, I want to show you tchotchkes and stuff like that. Oh, you know what? Do I have it handy? I don't think I do. I found a thing that cracked me up, and I'll post it. I'll post it on the Joker's page. But it was like, I saw this thing and I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was so happy to find it. No, they don't live there, Danny. No, are you kidding me? There's literally, it's me, Lou, Oscar upstairs, Laura upstairs, and then everybody else has been new. That have just, even the managers, everybody else has just been interchanged. Because, I've been here, dude, in October, I will be here 21 years in a fucking one-bedroom apartment. That's, that's impressive and sad at the same fucking time, quite frankly. Louis, you're so nice. Thank you, sir. That's very nice of you to cough up another 5. Fifth one done. A lot of screws and angle things up to not done yet. All right. Well, Liana, are you doing this alone? Are you taking on the drawer alone? Are you gotta have, are the cats involved? Don't you have cats? You got a bunch of cats or dogs? What do you got? You got some, whatever. I know you got a bunch of pets. So no, Danny, they don't live here. Nobody. I've outlasted everybody. It's just me and Laura upstairs. But they all still. Everybody walks by and jealously looks at my apartment because they can't believe that I painted and I got new carpet. They're all just like, "Oh my god, you got a new carpet? How'd you swing that?" Because everybody else is in Gen Pop and can't get a new carpet from the warden. Like, oh man, how'd you make that happen, dude? I'm like, because I'm the fucking talent. All right. What about the gym story? Ended up funny. You were in the gym and another person blew their balls. I know Sal. Sal can open a bag of pretzels for 1 minute. Exactly, right? And you're just sitting next to him. You're just like, dude, what, dude? That makes me laugh that I said that Karen could open a mint for 4 minutes. Dudes, I'll tell you what. I listen to some old shows. Like because I'm looking for, some of the times when I'm looking for a rerun, or I just jump back in the time machine. I'm like, all right, I got to figure out where this was. So I'm trying to find a certain episode. Like somebody wrote me the other day and they're like, hey, and this is, again, dude, this is a weird life to have, but it's a life and I love it. I'm thrilled. But a guy wrote me on Twitter and he's like, hey, what was the episode where you got a hand job in like an Asian massage parlor? I got to get my friend to listen to that. I'm like, well, and I knew specifically what episode it was, but I didn't know the name. So what I have to do is I have to think of the time period because I knew when it was. I had to try to look at the artwork and try to match the artwork, and then I had to go back on YouTube and start listening to Dribs and Drabs. So I had to go back and try to find it. So it makes me laugh. But dude, I'll hear old shows and I'm just like, God damn, I'm the funniest. When Mex and I were doing the theme song this year, we were putting together because we if you've listened to the show, you don't have to, it's fine. But if you listen to the show, we have a new theme song every year, and every year there's quotes from the show, except for a couple of years ago when I did the thing where I'm like, yeah, Mex sends me this music, tells me to put my own fucking voice in it because there was nothing there. And last year's quotes were from the interlude week when I recorded at his house. But this year, we went back and we searched a bunch of old ids. So that's why I'm like, dude, I'm so funny. I inverted an epiglottis. And those fucking clips are hysterical to me. So I read the shit that I said and I'm just like, God damn, man, I jerked off so much with this towel. It might be a surfboard. I just laugh and I'm like, and forgive me, this is a jerk off moment for me, but nobody in the world can do what I do. Nobody in the world is as funny as me, as quick as me alone. I mean, it's like if you got another person you're playing off of, whatever the fuck, that's one thing. But for me to just say that dumb shit, Mr. Schmidt is an entertainer, not a ghoul. I wrote that whole fucking bookmeforyourwake.com copy. I'm fucking hilarious, man. I am fucking hilarious. I found a thing on Twitter today because fucking Gio texted me about the Olsen twins. He was mad that they killed Heath Ledger. He's still angry. He's holding on to it. And so I sent him a tweet that I sent in 2014, and it said I took that Zimbo quiz of which Olsen twin are you. Turns out I'm a feather soaked in heroin. I tweeted that in 2014. It got no likes, no retweet. I got one retweet, no likes, no reply. There's like one retweet, and I'm like, and then you're tempted. You're like, I wonder if I should give that joke another day in court 4 years later, because now I have over, almost 3,500 followers, which is nothing. But still, I'm like, maybe I should share this joke with them again. Let's see if somehow it gets a little more traction, because I'm tired of writing jokes about Donald fucking Trump. Anything else would work. Anything else, please. But goddamn, I'm funny. I'm fucking hilarious. All right. Oh, so that story, Joseph, what happened was I literally walked in I was at the gym. This is when I was going all the time and using the locker room because I'd lift hard, and then I was with Richard was my trainer, and then I'd go into the hot tub and I'd go into the fucking pool and the cold plunge in the steam room. I mean, it was fucking amazing. And I told you the guys would brush their hair over the fucking steam vent. It was awful. But the one dude, I literally walked into the men's room and there was a dude on his tiptoes holding his balls. Like he's an old man, so he's holding his balls, cradling them like the way I described. He's cradling them like a baby chick in his hands, holding his balls underneath the blow dryer. Just, the hand dryer, that one, not like he wasn't doing it himself, because I've seen that. Truth be told, we might have all done that at some point at your house. You do a little fucking boom boom and then you're fine. But this cat was using a public fucking hand dryer just holding his balls underneath it, getting them all crispy. I'm like, fuck you, crispy balls. Get out of this bathroom, man. That's a public fucking hand dryer. Disgusting. So there, Joseph, that's that story. Aren't you happy I asked? Jeremy, I don't know who I am, buddy. I got no idea. You say you're confused. I'm just as confused as you are. But you know what? You've spent almost 2 hours with a guy you don't even know who the fuck he is. So that's good. Who am I? I'm the guy who ordered bacon gravy to dip his fries into. Ha ha! I am the fattest man in the world. Oh, look at Sal saying bad things about it. They're going at it. Oh, Sal, you're Jill's Sal? I didn't know your last name. How crazy is that? I didn't recognize it, Sal. I'm really sorry. I apologize, dude. Going through all the episodes from year one again, Danny, I don't blame you, man. Year one was pretty goddamn funny. Do you have any idea how happy I was when I found Too Much Monkey Business as the fucking Elvis song? When I told the story about Scatter the Monkey, and I just made that whole episode about Scatter or whatever the fuck, and then that was the year I didn't have theme songs. So I kept looking for appropriate opening music and closing music. I would always open with a Van Halen song and one that had a theme kind of with the show. But when I found Too Much Monkey Business on iTunes, it was like 8 a.m. and I was like, ha ha! I was like crazy. And even Karen was like getting ready for work and she's like, what? And I go, I just found the perfect song. It's nothing. I'm sorry. That song. And then in the episode where I go, what are you in the monkeys? When Karen bought her tambourine. And then I just closed out with the monkey song with fucking the closing music from their TV show called, I think it's called In This Generation or whatever. Or I don't even know what song it is, but it's got this like the fucking tambourine. And that one made me so happy too. What are you in the monkeys? Goddamn, I'm funny. All right. Jeremy just started at year one again. Good. I don't blame you because year one is the fucking best. Sal went back and listened to year one, Ep1. Oh boy. Sal, good for you. I'm glad you got the time. You know, Jill should be doing that because she's all wiped out. She got no fucking leg to stand on. Crispy balls. There you go, Joseph. Put it on. Crispy balls. I am the talent, Jeremy. That can't be argued. All right, man, we're at 2 hours. I mean, I'll give you guys the choice. We're down to 23 people. I mean, you guys have all hung in there. I don't know about, we were waiting on Liana to finish her drawers. I don't know if anybody else has the stamina for it. I mean, I can talk some more. I don't know what else I'm bringing you, but I don't know if there's any added value in me continuing to go on. You guys have been unbelievably fucking amazing. And anybody who gave a dime is the fucking coolest. Manny Moe and Joseph and Jill and Curly Money and everybody else who stood up and gave anything. Matthew earlier and Chuck, everybody is the coolest of all time. Sal, you got a question? I'm happy to answer it. Go ahead and ask me. Joseph, all right, I won't go. I can't. You own me. You bought me for $40. You bought me for 40 acres and a mule, baby. So I'm sticking around. Just me and Tiny Batman. Now it's like I'm picking shit off my fucking thing. Here's my name tag from Greed. I'm dumb. Ask me a question. I'm happy to answer it. You know, while you're doing that, let me find another photo to show you from a fun place. First guy to type, Kuwait, Japan, or regular life? Kuwait, Japan, or regular life? What do you want? Where do you want a photo from? Somebody type it. I didn't buy you. We all love to hear you talk. We care because you Joseph your life. Japan, Danny says. All right, good. Danny says Japan. So let's find a cool ass Japan photo. Let's see. There's stuff that I posted. Oh, here, I'll show you that. Look at this fucking cool ass photo. There's me at the Owl Cafe. Now, the cool thing was I was taking the picture with him there. And then it's like, oh, I kept taking pictures. He's there. And then he's there. And I'm like, oh, there's me smiling. And there's an owl. Oops. Hold on. So let's see. Do. Okay, so there's this picture here, owl. And then got a little closer. And then, whoa. Dude, he fucking reared up on me. He totally went owl on me. Look at him get all fucking badass. And he's just like, and I was like, no, I wish I was filming. So then I filmed him after that. And he didn't get all crazy because owls, but I mean, dude, you could touch those owls. They were right there. Michael Caldwell said regular life. You know what? Just because you're cool. Oh, Ruben, he gave $2.99. You're the coolest of all time, dude. If you contribute, can I release you from this YouTube prison? Jeremy, yes, you can. But we're also waiting for Liana to put together her drawers there. I told her that she would. That owl did, right? Joseph, you wanted me. All right. So Michael Caldwell, you say regular life. So let me find a regular life photo that might be cool. I don't know if there's going to be a good one. Sir. Let's look. There's Kuwait. We'll hold on to those. Oh, that was Austin. Dudes. That's the first trip to Kuwait. I should just show you that video. Oh, all right. You know what? Here's what I'll do. I went to a Dodger game, and they had like a Bob's Big Boy Dodger guy. See it? So I was there, and there was this. I took those photos, but then I was in line for a ticket behind the worst person in the world. And how do I know he was the worst person in the world? Well, whoa! I get, believe me, you got stuff you don't want to, but because he wore that shirt. Yep, that's the worst person in the world as far as I'm concerned. All right, let's see. Jeremy, yes, as I mentioned, you can, but we're waiting on Liana to build her drawers. I don't like it. Ruben, I don't know what you didn't like the owl. Perhaps you didn't like the owl. Joseph said the owl has it in for me. Not one bit. You don't like that owl? All right, I don't blame you. Finish the angle things. Just need to put the plastic plugs in the sides. Liana with her plastic plugs. As soon as those are done, and Jeremy comes, he can let me, whatever the fuck. Anyway, let's see some regular life as a jet-setting Uber driver. I don't take photos in Uber. I don't take any Uber photos. Danny, you do not want to see picture 31. And thank you for remembering which one it is. Other people have fucking, oh wait, hold on, somebody. Sal, you're asking me a story I don't remember. I truly do not. There's the question he asked. Yeah, you know what, Manny? Exactly, Liana, you have to post the finished dresser on the Joker's page. Danny, people always the time they're like, oh my God, what's that photo 78? And I'm like, no, it was 31. Because I mean, thank you for remembering it was photo 31. And it's look, I will still tell you aesthetically, it's a perfect photo. All right. So, Ruben, you're very nice. Thank you. You don't want to see, you guys don't want to see picture 31. You trust me, you don't. Let's see. Yeah, I don't take any Uber photos. I had, I can't. Joseph, no, you don't want to see. I'm not showing my cock on a YouTube stream. This lives forever, buddy. Nobody wants to see episode 31. Sal, I truly don't remember that story. I remember it. I just don't remember any of the details. I hate to be that guy. But that was the girl who reached behind and grabbed my dick. Yeah. I can tell some Uber stories. All right. God damn it, Joseph, you purchased me. Sal remembers that up. I would have to. I hate to be this guy. Let's Kickstarter picture 31. Liana, you don't trust me. You absolutely don't want to see picture 31. Here, all right. Let's see. You know what? In lieu of picture 31, I will instead show you a picture of me looking really good at an airport, and it's a picture I've saved because I thought I was like, you ever have that where you got a picture where you think you look really good, and you're like, I can't get rid of it. Oh, look at that picture of me. Look at those dreamy eyes. Look at that fucking face. Look at that guy when he had inspiration and hope and he wanted to be somebody. How sad is it that I'm sharing that photo with you? All right. So, Sal, thank you. I hate that I can't answer your question. I feel terrible. Yeah, because that also happens where people will come up to me and they'll go, hey, what about this? Someone came up to me once, they're like, hey, remember when you almost killed that guy at the post office? And sadly, I might have a couple of those. Like I remember one time I almost killed a guy at the post office because he was trying to back out of the thing. Jeremy, what the fuck? Oh my God, you're the king. You're way too nice. But there was one time I almost killed a guy at the post office for parking purposes when I was trying to get into the parking lot, and I literally got out of my car and I was shaking. I was going to fucking kill this guy. But then there's another time I almost killed a guy at the post office, and I pounded on the door in front of everybody, and that's when the woman went, "Oh my word!" when she actually said that out loud, because I was a fucking raging animal back then. All right, Uber stories. Thank you, Sal. I'm glad it was really funny. Sal, that is the question. Sal's question was, he wanted to know, I told the story on the show of when a woman grabbed my cock at a concert and just reached back and grabbed my dick. And I remember it happening. I just can't, I feel terrible and this is my great fear. Because for 11 years, I've been telling you guys stories and I have really good recall and I can tell you stuff. But then every once in a while, someone will come up with something that I said and I'm just like, fuck, I don't even, honestly, I wish I could remember that story. Because all right, because I'll tell you this, because you want to be really uncomfortable? Let's get uncomfortable. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. I can actually tell you all the details of the time a guy grabbed my dick at a baseball game, which was fucking awful. I've told that story on the show. That story is fresh in my mind from when the dude grabbed my dick. But with the girl grabbing my dick at the concert, I don't remember. But the guy, yeah, not good. Jeremy, you're fucking amazing. Thank you. You were so cool. Look at that weird. That's a cool ass color scheme. That's a very very pinkish magenta ish look, and I appreciate that very much, Jeremy. You're the coolest. Um, so we're waiting on Liana's drawers. Got to get the plastic plugs in there, and then she's going to post the finished drawers over there on. And is Gio still here? He might have bailed. He might have to work on the Joker's page. It's funny because I'm turning to Gio like, should I go? Can I go? 2 hours and 9 minutes. Can I leave? That sounds so stupid. Because this is essentially a bonus podcast for this week. I had a rough week in the car this past week. I had two. I don't know if I'm going to tell. One of the stories I'll definitely tell on the show. That's true. Yeah, I'm not showing the picture. It's not happening. Yeah, Gio is still out there. Okay. Oh, dude, when I threw the wallet, it was funny. That was one of the moments when I really fell in love with Jill. Because she was there through that. She saw me fucking whip my wallet across the fucking hotel lobby, and she calmed me down. A couple times she saw me get really mad in a hotel lobby. I'm a bad person sometimes. I can tell you one of the first times I ever felt, I'm trying to move I'm not fucking, I promise. Literally, my chair was caught on the rolly plastic mat and I couldn't get it to go forward. So I'm like, terrible. Like on a rowing machine. So stupid. I think I told this story on the show and maybe I didn't, but I got really mad one time when we were in a hotel in Chicago and I was it was when we went to a football game. This is before anybody knew we were anything. And so I couldn't, I might not have told the story because I couldn't, because at the time we were just friends, although everybody else was asking questions. And we went to, when we went to the Bears playoff game when the Packers won and won the division title, the Randall Cobb game. Cobb! Terrible. But when I was checking out of the hotel, there wound up being a problem with the bill. And I was trying to talk to them and figure it out and get it all squared away. And I started to lose my temper and get mad. And Jill stood behind me and she just rubbed my back with her hands. And then she put her hands inside like my shirt and in my hoodie and she rubbed her hands on my bare back and just kind of, scratched with her nails and it was just so loving and it calmed me down in the moment. And it was one of those moments that you don't forget because I'm very, when someone shows affection to you or I'm very intimate. I like that sort of intimacy. I loved holding hands. So she would even say to me, I hope you don't mind that I'm putting my hands on you. And I said, you could ride on my fucking shoulders everywhere. I wouldn't care. You can touch me all you want all the time. I never wanted her hand to not be in mine. I never wanted my hand to not be on her leg when I was driving. I never wanted to be an inch away from her. So that happened. So yeah, when I threw that wallet, she was there too. There was another time when she actually kind of calmed me down. That was not good. This is way better than re-listening to old episodes. The past time I'm waiting for scripts to finish. Jeremy, well, good. I'm glad, man. And you're very nice again to contribute. That's ridiculous. So I'm glad that this has been cool and enough. And I mean, I can do, like, it's so funny, as you know, because I'm doing another show this week. I'll do a podcast, and in my head, I'm like, well, I always do this thing. I'll even say to Gio, I go, dude, nobody wants to. I mean, if I stream, the fuck am I going to talk about? Well, 2 hours and 12 minutes in, I guess we found some stuff to talk about. Mike, you're always free to leave. Aim for 38 to 140 minutes max. Nobody wants a 3-hour stream on a weeknight. This has been perfect. Special rules due to fan engagement. This being a big day, your best up on Adam Carolla. So that's 120. So we're at 132 minutes. All right. So you're saying only 8 more minutes? That means, Liana, you got 8 minutes to get the plugs into your dresser, man. 8 minutes to work your plastic plug magic. Which, by the way, that's a new line of cheap vibrators I'm selling. That's my new dildo, my new affordable dildo line, plastic plug magic. Go ahead and grab those. What the fuck just happened? That's weird. Is that real? Joseph, I think you might have put a decimal point in the wrong place, if possible. No, Ruben, I'm glad you came. I'm glad you made it out here. It makes a world of difference to set it up beforehand. Joseph, that's retarded. I mean, I know I'm not supposed to use that word anymore, but literally that was such a big deal. I have to bring back old words that are banned. So I have to go, Jesus, that was retarded, Joseph. Yeah, agreed. Holy shit for everybody. Oh, Jill. Okay, you're not for the story in the hotel. Thank you. No, thank you for asking. I mean, I like talking, and I like talking about that kind of stuff. Stuff that makes you happy is easy to talk about. You know, um, Jeremy, it's not a competition, man. Everybody's in the win. We're all on this. You care. Everybody cares. There's no competition. Everybody's fucking amazing. And Joseph, Jesus fucking Christ, dude, that's so cool of you. Thank you. And Jeremy and everybody and Curly Q money. Everybody who gave anything. Sam with his Curly Qs, Manny giving money, Drew, everybody who's done anything for me. You make it easier to do the thing I want to do for the rest of my life. And yeah, you saved me from a night behind the fucking wheel. You're just the greatest. And I love you guys. Thank you. You've made it possible for me to do the thing I really enjoy doing and the thing I'm best at. And that's such a huge deal. I'm going through all the past seasons on YouTube. It is good stuff, right? Sandollar knows. Sandollar knows it's good stuff. You'll tune into some random episode. Now look, I won't lie. Years 8 and 9 got a little funky because my life was a little weird and I was maybe overcompensating and hiding some things on the air. And there was stuff I couldn't really talk about, but that's the way it went. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that you stuck with me through it. As I said, with the Minneapolis episode, when I even apologized, I went, look, I've been lying to you guys and I don't do that. So it's nice of you to stick around and to hang out and be here as long as you have. And if you loved 8 and 9, I don't want to invalidate that either, because there's a lot of great funny in 8 and 9. It's just I was being very careful in a lot of those episodes for a reason. Damn, Joseph, exactly, Jason, I agree. My cat has a bump and it's bleeding out. You got to finish the dresser tomorrow? Yeah, I got to talk until fucking tomorrow? You got to be kidding me, man. Look what I put this all in your hands, and you and your plastic plugs are going to make me talk into the ether, into the AM. It's real. I owe you more. Joseph, you owe me nothing, man. You're so cool. And I mean, you owe me nothing. You've given me everything by listening. Just the very fact that you've allowed me to be able to talk and be myself and say the things that I want to say, and you've supported for as long as you have. I mean, money is fucking fantastic. It's really great, and it's going to allow me to do good things. But you owe me nothing. Thank you. You're fucking amazing. He is a hero, and I say wow and holy shit, rad, Joseph. Absolutely, Manny. Use it. I know where it's coming from. Talk is what I want to hear. Talk is what I want to hear. I care. Oh, okay. Okay, there you go. Talk is what you want to hear. Got it. And then the smiley face broke up. Put your cat slump. Manny made me laugh. Put your cat slump on the Joker page. Shove a plastic peg in that cat lump, and let's fucking make some magic. 8 and 9, the funky years. Louis, they can't be argued, man. On the show and off the show, there were moments of unbelievable beauty that I'll never forget, and then there were other things. I want to thank you. I had surgery 2 weeks ago. There hasn't been much fun since then, but your stuff cheered me up a lot. I'm happy, Ruben. I'm really happy. Thank you. I'm sorry that you had surgery. I hope it's a good surgery, just like a bunion or some shit. I hope you didn't get or a gallbladder or an appendix. Those are easy. I hope it wasn't anything debilitating, and I'm hoping that you've already recovered. Look at this. We got Louis. We got Jill. Everybody's laid up, man. Let's get fucking healthy. Attaboys. Let's get that fucking brigade rolling. But Ruben, I hope you're recovering, and I hope you're recovering quickly. I hope it wasn't anything that we should worry about. Sal, I called it. Jill, I don't know what that means. Did you predict Joseph would give $120? Jill's telling Sal, she's like, you know what? I'm telling you right now, Joseph's going to come through with a big 120. He's going to drop a double 60 right on fucking Mike's noggin. It's going to be amazing. We love you, Mike. Your voice is an anchor for me through some David days. I'm sure I'm not alone in that, dude. Egon, hey man, you allow me to come out and say the things I want to say and have people care about it. Because again, dude, social media is so poison. Like you go, I told you, I see people all the time on Facebook and they're like, had a cup of coffee, about to start my day. Who gives a fuck, man? Who cares about you and your coffee? You guys care about me and my coffee. And I'm lucky enough to have that. You know what I mean? Where I have an audience of people who care about my life. And if it's a bees show and I talk about nonsense, you're there. And if it's something that happened to me and it's important or bad or good or great news, which I really would be excited to bring you some eventually, or if it's weird news. I mean, you guys have always been there and supportive, and you reach out and you listen, and it makes me very happy. Thank you. The 3 J's, absolutely. Absolutely. Joseph, Jeremy, Jill. And sorry, I couldn't give you more than $3 for that. Fuck that, Ruben. You don't have to give me anything. You need to get back out here, and we'll go back for more pizza over at the fucking joint and have some more butterscotch Bonino, that's what it's called. MVPs, absolutely. Jeremy, Jill, and Joseph, they are the heroes. Keep talking. I can relate to a lot of what you say. I turned 40 this year, still feel like a boy. Joseph, I'm 51. I talked to I had an Uber girl in the car yesterday, and she's 27. We went up talking, and then I go, look, I'm 51. And she's like, what? Whoa, what? I said, yeah. When it's, I feel sometimes like I'm talking down to young people, and I'll tell them in the moment, look, I'm just an Uber driver. I'm just driving you from one place to another, but, be happy. It's all you can do in your life, whatever. So thank you. That's really nice of you. 40 in less than a month. Yeah, Jeremy, you know what? But it's no different. You'll be 40 and then you'll be 50 and then you'll be 80 and then by the time you're 80, they'll have a way to make you live to 140. So you got 100 years left on this planet, buddy. How about that? Look forward to that. You'll be at Microsoft for the next 100 years, man. Take that, buddy. You'll be taking me out. I'll live to be like 75. I'll meet you at 13 coins. We'll just be heads in a jar eating fucking bacon gravy. Heads in jars. It will be suspended in bacon gravy. That's what Jeremy and we're gonna handle our exit. The two of us are just gonna get our fucking heads Futurama style suspended in bacon gravy. I can't wait. It's a knee, not too serious. Couldn't walk or do anything for a while. It is not fun. You're absolutely right. Well, good for you. I'm glad you're recovering. And it is. It's totally rough. I mean, like I said, my knees. My mom, dude. When I talk to my mom might need to get a shoulder replacement. What the fuck is that? Like, who dies and leaves you a shoulder? Like, is that how it works? I don't even fucking know. My mom's already got a hip replacement. She had a knee replacement. Now she needs her hip done and her shoulder done. And you think I'm a suspended bacon gravy? They're gonna put my mom in a fucking jar eventually. Jesus Christ! But a shoulder replacement, that just seems weird. But I could even imagine the waiting list for a shoulder. Who dies and leaves you a shoulder? Perhaps I don't know as much about the medical field as I should, and maybe I shouldn't speak on it at length. Larry King talking about how he's afraid of death. No, dude, I never heard that. Oh, and you know what? That's a dude. Because you know what? When you see Larry King, your first thought is death, right? Suspenders and death. That's what Larry King's next show should just be called. Suspenders and death, because that's all the guy is. He looks like a praying mantis too. That doesn't help matters. But he looks like a weird praying mantis. He's got the head, and then he's all just fucking suspenders and death. So yeah, but I don't mean to make fun of him because it's surprisingly sad and certainly poignant. Because when you start to reflect on your own mortality, holy fuck, will that catch you right in the fucking windpipe? You're thinking about it, and then you're going, man, because again, I'm 51. I'll never go to college. I never went. I was married. It didn't take out. I don't think I'll ever be married again. And when I think about dating or seeing people, you just go, man, I'm old. I might have aged out of all that stuff. I hope not. I hope it's not true. But you think you've aged out at least semi-gracefully out of some things that you'll never. Like today, I talked to Shannon. I was in Shannon's office, and I had some stuff happen last week that I'm not going to get into. But it demonstrated how much I've changed as a person. The way I dealt with this particular incident. And it might find its way to the show sometime. Might be a little fresh right now, but who knows? It might make it. Well, there's 21 of you now. Why don't I just spill it now? Although we're over the 140-minute mark. Gio's going to yell at me. Jeremy, no, you are absolutely, fuck that. If you live to be 180, eat a fucking pork chop. At that point, bite into a dog. Seriously, just fuck the vegetables. Just let the carrots have a break. If you live to be 150 or whatever I fucking said, just bite a mouse. I'm a fat guy at 40, heads in jars. Yeah, right? It's a fantastic open for bacon gravy. Absolutely. Joseph, all right, I'll tell you what, because Jeremy is content to be a sprout guy for the rest of his life. You and I will be in jars of bacon gravy, and he can be in a jar of hummus, some other bullshit. All right, Sal, you're asking me when the last time I had a license plate of chocolate was? Yesterday. As I said, I gave myself permission to fail the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, I gave myself permission to fail by staying in my house and not driving until Saturday. This past week, I drove like a motherfucker. And I was out there, but I ate chocolate all fucking week. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I just ate because it was my reward to myself for driving. So I'd stock up. I'd get 4 license plates of chocolate and throw them in the car. And then, I would eat on average 1.5 per shift. And I ate them all week. I'm not going to lie to you. I am not looking forward to weighing in on September 1st. I've only been weighing myself on the 1st. So I weighed in July 1st and I weighed in August 1st. I lost 8 pounds in July. August has been a little weird. So when I step on the scale September 1st, not looking forward to it. But today I got back to the gym. Like I said, I had no carbs. I just had meat and vegetables. When I hang up with you guys, I'm going to go get something to eat. And again, going to be just no carbs, no candy, no soda. It's fucking hard, man. I won't lie. It's hard. And it's you know why it's hard? Because I was doing it for somebody before. Like when the last time I lost 100 pounds when eating for the week, I was doing it for Jill. Even though she told me, she goes, don't don't do that. Just be you. You know, she didn't want me to lose weight. In fact, once I lost all my weight, she was like, she could feel my hip bones when I was, this is totally true. I was on top of her once. And she looked at me and she goes, don't lose any more weight. She goes, I can feel your hip bones on me, like through you. And I thought that was the greatest. I was fucking stoked. But she's like, nah, don't lose any more weight. That was when I was at 253. And you give me permission to go ahead and eat chocolate and not lose any more weight, I'm going to take it, man. I'm in. So I did that, and I was foolish. But so that's why we find ourselves in the predicament we're in now, and we have to go ahead and scale that mountain again. Larry is so old, he played himself in the people for his OJ as himself, right? He does look terrible, Seth. He's just fucking grim. He's just beef jerky's a really good way to put it. He just looks dehydrated, man. He's smoky. You know, he just smells like an ashtray. Ugh, fucking suspenders. Thank you, Joseph. You're nice to say so, man. I hope so. Is he talking about you? Fuck you. No, I was. It was the vegetarian thing. Yeah, I was talking about you. I thought they heard me talking about eating license plates of chocolate, Jeremy. I was going to say, fuck that guy. And fuck August. Yeah, absolutely, man. For real, I'm with you, Louie. Of course, mouthfeel Sal. You're totally right, dude. It's Hershey bars are ridiculous. They're my childhood in a bar. And also, you have to have the 7-ounce one, that thick. Because look, I have a strategy now. Like literally, there's 8 squares. So I take I snap. I snap it, snap. So then it's an 8 individual squares, and I put a square in my mouth. You're gonna laugh. It has to be Hershey side down. I then snap it with my tongue in 2 against the roof of my mouth. Then I flip it around so the flat pieces stick together and the Hershey brand is on the outside. And then I just work it around my mouth like a lozenge until I lick off, like until it's just whittling down. I suck it like a fucking hard candy instead of chewing it. This is my preferred strategy because it makes it last longer and it kills more time in the car. Hi, I'm a fucking maniac. I can't believe I'm sharing this fucking with you. But I will chew it sometimes, you know what I mean? But mainly I've just become, my new habit is I snap it and then I'll like lick the fucking flat side. I have a very talented tongue. So it's like, it's all happening in my mouth. I snap it, I flip it on its sides, I lick the middle, and then I smash it together. So it's like one square with the Hershey facing on the outside on both sides. And then I just twist it around in my mouth until the fucking logo's gone. And then I just do it until it's gone. Hi. That's my strategy for eating chocolate. They have that thing. How do you eat a Reese's? That commercial would last an hour if you fucking asked me. I can't believe it. See, I have a lot of weird candy shit. I shared other stuff before. All right. So, never ate those giant Hershey bars till I heard your erotic description. Well, Jesus Christ, Egon, how I couldn't be more erotic right now, could I? I just went straight up. That was crazy erotic what I just told you. Mouthfeel, absolutely. Gio you want the refund button? Why do you want a refund? But Gio, you want a refund? Oh, is it because it's over too long? All right, I'll go. Gio's right. I got to go. I'm sorry I went too long and took your dough. I didn't mean to do that. He wants a refund. You guys need a refund. So if you do need refunds, that's fine. I don't know how to do it yet. I don't know if there's a thing. Gio, tell them if you can, because if you know where there is a refund button for real, tell them so they can go ahead and collect their money, because I don't know how to do it. And if I talk too long, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was doing that and all that stuff. No, Dave. No, I'm completely obsessed with eating strategies. That's fine. It is intense mouth work, Jason. Don't kid yourself. Wait, look, if you don't have a fucking girlfriend, you better eat a chocolate bar's pussy all fucking day. Gio wants a refund. Joseph wants a refund. I don't blame you guys. Oh, there is no such thing as a button. Okay. Why are you mocking me? What was mocking about a refund? The chocolate bar description? I thought that was well worth anything that anybody's given. It's certainly worth all the curly money that I got fucking paid from Europe. I'm going to listen to the end. I want to say goodnight and thank you for taking the time to do this. It was great listening to you like it always is. Jill, you're amazing. Please heal and recover so you're up and around. And so Sal can take you to fancy places and do wonderful things with you all the time. You both are fantastic, and thank you for sticking around and being cool and contributing, because again, the more you write, the better it helps. And Jill, thank you for the money. You didn't have to do that. That's super cool that you contributed, and I appreciate it. And I love you guys. You're so cool to fucking, whether I'm calling you on the phone or talking to you through the computer, it's fucking great. So thank you, Jill. And yeah, go please get some rest. Joseph, thank you, dude. I'm serious. You're the best. You're super nice, Jill. Thank you. And you do what you can, Joseph. You've done more than enough. All of you have. and I'm at 2.5 hours. I mean, I don't, I'll keep talking if you want me to. I don't know what more I have. I mean, I'll always find something to talk about. I mean, I just talked about eating out a fucking Hershey bar for 15 minutes. No, Danny, you're the best. You guys are all the fucking greatest. I'm glad you came and you stuck it out. And it makes a world of difference for me to announce these in advance. I will tell you that, because the other ones were just kind of spur of the moment, where I did it where I'm like 5 minutes. I'm like, hey, I'm going to go live. But Gio was smart. He's like, hey, dude, go ahead and schedule a thing and tell them, especially with the Corolla show. If you haven't heard me on the best of Corolla, go listen to it. I had a great time doing it. I would love to do the show again. I don't know how they handle their guests and stuff now, but I would love to go back. But I had a really good time when I did do the show. And so go listen to that. That's reflected in the best of, that's reflected in everything else. And I'm sure your eyes have got green retinas now. It's just been burned into your fucking brain. And I think we're done. Yeah, I think we're probably done. I will leave it to you guys. Like, Joseph, Jill's listening, but she went off. But I mean, Jeremy and Joseph, you guys are kind of running the money train here, and Manny and everybody else. You want to hear an Uber story? I listened to the Corolla. Oh, back in 2011. All right. All right. You want to hear an Uber story? Let me think. There's a short one I can tell. There's one that's definitely going to be on the podcast. If you want, I'll tell it early now, and then you'll be able to hear it on the podcast later. But it's up to you guys. But I'll tell you. I'll tell you this one real fast. All right, I'll tell you the short one real quick. Dave, I will say something for the podcast. So let's just tell you this story. I drove. I went out at 5:00 on Saturday night, 5:00 p.m., 5:30, and I drove trying to get the bonus. But the thing is, all the rides this week were over 15 miles, like 10 miles, 15 miles. I had a 35-mile ride. Now that's great because I make a ton of dough for those rides, but I'm trying to stack rides and make 55 rides for the bonus. I didn't want to come into Sunday needing too many rides because Sunday isn't as busy as Friday and Saturday, but it turned out Friday I only did 17 rides. I still made a good amount of money. But then Saturday I'm like, well, fuck, because Friday I didn't go out till 8:30 at night, and I wound up driving until 4 in the morning, or 4:30. So then Saturday I went out at 5:00 in the afternoon. I'm like, I'll go out and try to, get a jump on this. I drove until 9:00 Sunday morning. There's a reason, and that'll be on the podcast this week. I'll tell you about that. But I will tell you that Saturday night it was bar time, and I got pinged down in Hollywood, down in Cahuenga. There's a club. So I pulled up, and when people are drunk, they're fucking dumb, and they don't know where they are. And so I called this person, and I'm like, hey, I'm here. And where are you? I don't know where you are. And I'm like, I'm literally right in front of the address you posted. So am I. Well, you're really not, because I'm out here, and what the fuck? I'm behind this car that's got its flashers on. Oh, I don't see you. I see this Kia. That's me. I'm behind the Kia. I just told you I'm behind the car with its flashers on. Oh, I'm going to walk into the street. So that fucking guy goes into the street. He waves. And of course he waves. He doesn't walk to my fucking car. I have to pull up one car length to get this motherfucker. So he's there, and he's got his girlfriend. She's sharp. He gets in the back seat. She gets in the front. Now, I don't know where they're going until they get into the fucking car. So I swipe. Turns out they're going to Simi Valley from Hollywood, which is 36 miles at a 1.8 surge. So what that means is this is going to be a $70 ride. I'm thrilled, because that's what you're trying to do. A long ride on the surge is fucking golden. One time I picked guys up after this happened a couple of weeks ago, after a soccer game at the Rose Bowl. I just happened to be in Pasadena. I got pinged. The surge was 4, and I picked up 2 pool rides. I made $135 on that ride alone, just because this one dude went from fucking Pasadena to Venice on a 4 surge. What the fuck is your problem, man? But I mean, there are people out there, dudes. There are people out there with money. They don't even blink. I took a fucking criminal defense lawyer from here in the valley up to Thousand Oaks. That was, again, about a 30-mile ride. And then he tipped me 20 cash. It was a $47 ride, and he tipped me 20. I mean, it's fucking amazing. People are cool. Not as cool as the Triple J's, but still cool. So I picked this dude up. He gets in the backseat. The woman gets in the front. And I look, and I go, all right, Simi Valley? And they go, yeah. So I pull away, and then I go, now, have you guys been drinking? And the woman goes, well, he's been drinking, but he's all right. And I go, what about you? She goes, I'm fine. I go, okay, how all right is he? And she goes, he's fine. We're good. We're okay. And I go, no, listen to me. Is anybody close to throwing up? She goes, oh my God, no, he's totally fine. He's not answering me. So she goes, no, oh my God, no, he's totally fine. I said, all right. Because if you throw up, it's a $200 charge. all of a sudden I see him sit up in the rearview mirror, like, what? I go, excuse me? And he goes, what'd you say? You're charging me $200? I go, no, I said, if you throw up, it's a $200 charge. He goes, oh man, I don't want to pay $200. I go, well, then you probably shouldn't throw up. It's cause and effect, buddy. And I'm still driving. And he goes, well, wait a minute. What if I just throw up now? I go, don't throw up in my car. And he goes, no. What if you pulled over and I threw up now to get it out of the way? And then we just went. I go, dude, if you're even, I'm not playing vomit roulette. If you're even close to throwing up, I'm not taking you to Simi Valley. Because if you throw up now, who's to say you're not going to throw up in 10 miles? He goes, all right, well, if I throw up now, I won't throw up again. I promise. I go, dude, I can't take that chance. And the woman goes, he's fine. I go, he's not fine. And he goes, well, I don't want to pay $200. I go, I don't blame you. But my point is, if you throw up, it's $200, period. There's no negotiation. Whether you throw up out the window and get it on the side of my car, or you throw up inside my car, it's $200. The woman goes, he's fine. And he goes, I'm not fine. I go, what do you mean you're not fine? He goes, look, I guarantee I'm going to throw up. But if you let me do it now, I'll be fine for the ride. I go, dude, if you're going to puke, you just got to get out of my car. He goes, all right, yeah, that's a good plan. And he just got out of the car. And she's like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, seriously, I'll go throw up now and we'll just order another one. And that was it. The two of them got out and I saw him. He walked right over to the fucking building and he just leaned over and put his hand in his mouth and I just drove away because it's bar time and I'm trying to make fucking money. There you go. That's a slice of life from what happened to me this week, Uber-wise. The Triple J's are the best. And hey, say $1 no, I'm happy to tell you. And what's funny is that's the short version of something that happened because then the rest of the night got very different. And we'll talk about it on the podcast this week. Joseph, you wouldn't pay $300 to puke in my car? I got news for you. You want to pay $300? Any joker can puke in my car. Let's do it that way. You want to pay $300? We'll do a Mike Schmidt vomit tour of fucking Los Angeles. Pay me $300 and just fucking wail. Just leave it puddle and say goodbye. People are that stupid, Danny, and they do it all the time. I told you about the guy who fucking pulled out a garbage bag when I picked him up. And he just starts tucking it in he's almost tucking it in his fucking shirt like Wimpy at a hamburger restaurant. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, oh man, if I throw up, I'm ready. I'm like, out, out, man. What do you mean? Out. If you even think you're going to throw up, I'm not taking you. Because you know what you don't understand is, yeah, you got a garbage bag and you puke in it, but then I'm a fucking vomit transporter. Fuck you, Jason Statham, and your nonsense. I'm not doing it. Get out of my car. Ridiculous. Joseph, you're in. All right, you're going to throw up? That's fine. Stupid and drunk absolutely don't mix well. You're right, and it does mix often, and I got to see it all the fucking time, and I hate it. And I have gone over, and that's it. I'm gonna take off. I'll leave it up to you guys. Joseph, again, you're still here. I know Jill bailed. Joseph and Jeremy, you guys are running the show here, and so if you want more, I will happily talk more. But if I've exhausted everybody, I know you said you're printing stuff down there, Jeremy, worksheets, before you go out and have a fucking carrot and beet fucking salad, whatever the fuck you eat as a vegan. And Joseph, you're turning 40 soon, so you're just on your way out. So if you guys want me to keep talking, I'll do it. Thank you, David. Have a good night, buddy. Good to see you. Joseph, it would be an honor to have you throw up in my Camry. That's perfect. Script's finished. All right, Jeremy has released me. Jill's in the background lurking. Thank you, Triple J. And do you release me? I've got a release from Jeremy. I need a Jill and a Joseph to say that we can go ahead and log this and put it in for future generations to study. I don't know why they would or if they wouldn't. Jill, but I'm glad you're in the background. Thank you. I hope I get a hanger and itch your ankle, or scratch your ankle, I should say. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. So I'm going to tell you guys this stuff. All right, thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it. And Jill, I'm just going to assume you're being kind to me. There you go. There you go. Those are absolutely confused historians, Jeremy. Michael's still kicking. Egon, I hope you'll catch them all the time. So let's run some real fast plugs. I'm on the Adam Carolla Show. You can check that out. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already to the YouTube channel. I'm glad that you did. Join the Jokers page if you haven't. If I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/the40year-old-boy, twitter.com/the40year-old-boy, instagram.com, and Snapchat. I'm Mike40YLP. And this is for people who don't know me, so I'm just letting you guys know that this exists. And you're the coolest. Thank you, everybody who gave a dime. Thank you, everybody who lasted and listened. And thank you, everybody who laughed. And more of these, definitely more of these. I want to do a couple of just normal talking ones a week. I might start streaming the podcast, and then I'll be playing fucking games because apparently that's a good idea. I love you guys, and that seems weird to say and trite at the end. And I'm mad now that I said it. I meant it, but it's still weird to say it. I love the fact that you guys allow me to do cool ass things. So thank you for supporting. Thank you for listening. Thank you for visiting. And we'll be back. We'll do it again. Cool. Liana, oh, can't wait for the next one. Jason Bubbles, thank you, Mike. Good night. Louie, thank you, buddy. And Liana, I seriously want a picture of that dresser, done or not done, on the Joker's page.